Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
This is your home for the Eastern Conference champion New York Knicks and the NBA Finals. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Let's it tucked in the near side, right corner for the inbound. Finds Anunoby. Catch and shoot three. Short. And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals. Stephon Castle, 5 huge points down the stretch. And the Spurs hand the Knicks just their 3rd loss of the entire postseason. And their first by more than 1 point. Final score in Game 3, Spurs 115, Knicks 111. The NBA Finals is now a 2-1 series heading into Game 4 on Wednesday.
Well, that sucked. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. That was Tyler Murray last night right here on ESPN New York, and that was disappointing to say the least. A 7-point lead at halftime, lights out in the second quarter, and as much as in Game 2, they were able to extend that into the third quarter. They played horribly in the third quarter, and what do you know? The Spurs are to be heard from. Now, I don't think that in any way is this a big surprise, but at the same time, disappointing nonetheless with how things have gone over the last few weeks. Good morning, Bartholomew.
What up? Well, we knew their back was against the wall. Listen, this was a great game. And listen, as bad as the Knicks played, they were right there to have an opportunity to win it. Big shots by Castle, big free throws by Castle. And that's just a young guy making big plays. And sometimes, you know, the pendulum swings in the other direction. And that's kind of really what happened. The Knicks got away from their brand of basketball, and I knew that it was going to be something different. The best thing that ever happened to the Knicks was they were able to start this series on the road. That's why I believe we didn't see a repeat of what happened with the Cavaliers, right? As far as coming out flat. Because on the road, they knew it was them against the world. They knew they were the underdog. They had a healthy fear, and they got it done. You know, so for me, you know, I knew they were going to come out. You start seeing all the stars. The building was electric. I don't know if I've ever heard the Garden that loud so many times. It was foul calls called, and you couldn't even hear because the noise was so deafening. And that's just kind of what happened. I think, you know, the Victor Wembanyama smack to the back of the head of Brunson was like symbolic of what the day was going to be about. Like, hey, man, we're bigger, we're stronger, we're younger, and we're going to try and press the issue, getting to the basket, being aggressive, but being physical, the same thing that they did to Shea Gilly, the same thing they did to Ant-Man. And they said, hey, if it works, if it's good enough for them, let's do it to Brunson. You know, and the issue was that Brunson just was so ball dominant, right? And Bridges got in foul trouble so early. It seemed like he got in foul trouble with the first 2 minutes.
First 2 minutes of the game.
First 2 minutes of the game. So now that forced Shamet in. So Shamet's not in. He's not getting the wide open looks. I thought OG and Josh Hart, you know, was fantastic. And I thought we really, you know, and the fact that they allowed Wemby to get away with defending, you know, Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns not going to work. If he's going to defend Josh Hart, then that means you got to go to work with Big Cat, because that means that they're saying, hey, if we're going to lose, we're going to lose because Hart's going to hit a bunch of buckets.
I'm going to start with premise number 1. Here's what I do not want to hear today. You did not lose because of the officiating. Please stop. If that's your thought process, stop, go home, stop whining, bag it, you're a loser. That's not why you lost the game last night. Was the officiating great? No. Was it actually even 23-21 in the game? The problem was dumb fouls at some particular junctures. Were there things that should have been called? Of course. The Wembanyama elbow to the back of the head, throwing him to the ground. Of course it should have been called. Of course it was a flagrant. Of course it was dumb. And the fact that it wasn't called, nobody's going to argue that. You can argue that Jalen, when he got run over by Castle, absolutely was a foul.
That can't be a flagrant.
I don't know if it's a flagrant.
That's like taking a charge.
Listen, either way, he got run over. It's a foul. But do not for a minute get sucked into the idea that that's why you lost the game. It is not why you lost the game. You lost the game because the Spurs are a damn good team, and they had to respond, and they weren't going anywhere. And they might still be a young team, but what I have counted on and what I have continuing to count on is that the Knicks are a more mentally tough team. We heard Tim Bontemps the other day call Jalen Brunson the most mentally tough player in the league. This is what happens with mentally tough teams. They respond off of games like that. The Spurs did that. Bart, I fully expect the same thing to happen again. And if you're panicking after last night, get a freaking grip with what's going on. Just get a grip.
I mean, get on the lines, man. I'm curious to see how Knick fans saw it. Did they see it through Knick goggled glasses, or did they see, okay, like this team is a good team and nothing's ever easy? And we thought that it was going to be easy. Thought it was going to be a sweep. Everybody around was calling for the sweep. And, Greg Popovich, I think, set the tone and settled the team down. I forgot the quote that he said when he was talking about,
It was basically remember who you are.
Well, I think he was saying, like, it's almost what Kenny Atkinson was saying. Like, we are playing the right way. We just got to finish. We're right there. We're doing what we need to do. We just need to be a little better at the end. So don't go outlaw, what we would call, don't go outlaw and think that you guys got to, do it by yourself or put the team on your back. Play within the structure of the other thing. Let's just do what we're doing and do it a little better.
There are too many things that you can point to last night and say that the Knicks did not do well enough to win the game. And that's why they didn't win the game. The Spurs outplayed them last night. That's why they didn't win the game.
They're more
the Knicks didn't take care of the basketball enough.
Brunson, 4 turnovers?
5.
Oh.
5 turnovers last night. And it's not blaming Brunson. It's not blaming this. It's pointing to the different things that led to their first loss in 14 games. Their first loss in 14 games, and they end up losing by 4. If we're being truthful, the Knicks played poorly for the most part outside of the second quarter last night, and it was still a game. Now, that doesn't mean you're automatically going to win game 4. That doesn't mean that you're in great shape, but it doesn't mean you panic with all this. And I know people are going to get worked up by this thing because you haven't been here before, and we don't know how to handle the way we're going to be when it comes to having real success. And we don't, just as much as we talked about how they've handled adversity, are they going to handle success the same way? Well, that's what mental toughness is all about. That's what it's all about. It's not just how you handle the adversity and the times where you can fight back through it and when they're going to throw their punches at you. We went into yesterday. Now, you weren't here because it's graduation, but I went into yesterday thinking the Knicks have still not seen the Spurs' best punch yet. And I kind of still think that that's true, but at least you saw a lot closer to it last night. And guess what? The Spurs end up winning the game because of it.
I mean, you talk about Wemby. He made the big shots. I mean, you talk about, look at that list right there. 30 points, 5 rebounds, not done with somebody that young since Magic. Now, I know he's been a professional a little longer, so it's a little different because those guys went to college, and so that means they basically did it their first year, and Wemby's in his third year. So I get that, but it's still amazing to see what this guy is doing and his poise and his ability to come back and always answer the call. Now, whether he wins or not, I think they're a little early, and we thought they were a little early, but the Knicks have to understand, and the most clichéest thing that you can ever say, next game is the must-win for the Knicks. Because if you let them have that type of momentum, going back home with that type of confidence, it's going to be a problem. But it's always a problem, I think, because guys look forward to having their moment in the Garden. And Wemby had his moment in the Garden yesterday.
And he established it very early, and I'm sure that this is going to be my night.
You talk about coming out in the first quarter. I think the first 2-3 minutes he had 8 points, ultra aggressive, and you can tell they gave him the 3. He was like, nope. He took maybe 2 or 3 threes, and it actually worked out
because
they should have been down 11 or at least 10, before the push in the back to Mitchell Robinson that would have been the 4-point play. I think that was great use of the challenge. But it's just one of those things, man. Listen, this is a good team. They're competitive as hell. They're young. I think they really have to consider to change the strategy. Like, before the game, they were talking about this whole spray offense where everybody was kind of running through and the ball. It almost looked like a damn 3-man weave, and then they pass up good shots to get great shots. And yesterday with the isolation with Brunson, the ball didn't move, so I think Shamet didn't get an open shot, right? Because they weren't coming off because they're playing Brunson straight up and playing him with a lot of physicality, a lot of length. And, even though the stat line looks great, but it's not a true indication of the game. Now, can they get to Brunson and say, hey, man, we need to go through Karl-Anthony Towns? Because we've seen this before. They're putting somebody on him full court. They're putting somebody up on him full court, and they're making it tough for him. And they got 3 bodies to throw at him. They can throw Fox at him. They throw Castle at him. They can throw Vasquez at him. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. And so I think he needs to just say less of you, Jalen, more of Karl-Anthony Towns. Because when you don't give Karl-Anthony Towns shots, then Wemby only has to play on one side of the ball, right? Because if Karl-Anthony Towns go to work, then they got to switch off and put him on him, right? Karl-Anthony Towns, 11 points. I mean, he didn't get any shots.
No.
He took his first 3 attempts in the fourth quarter when it was damn near over with.
Yep.
How can you not get one of your biggest mismatches? Because if they're playing, if Karl-Anthony Towns is playing, Wemby or whoever's playing Wemby, but then Wemby's checking Josh Hart, who the hell got Towns?
And guys, let's be clear. This is the best team you have played. Let's not lose sight of that. I'm not trying to make excuses for the Knicks last night. This is the best team you have played, and we all came into this thinking Knicks in 6 had a good chance to win this series, things like that. That's why you never waver off that stuff. We all got caught up in the fact that they got on a ridiculous 13-game run.
So our money's still good?
Our money's still good.
I mean, we thought they were going to fold. We thought the Spurs may have folded. Now, if the Spurs,
Vegas thinks our money's still good. That's the shortest odds as the Knicks in 6 right now. Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You were talking, but I just believe that this young team, we didn't give them enough credit because it looked like they didn't get steamrolled in the first 2 games. Those games could have went either way. You know what I mean? You talk about Castle not paying attention and Wemby throwing the ball off the back and turning the ball over.
They made youthful mistakes.
Right.
But the Knicks were able to capitalize on them. That's how these things go.
But if you're the Knicks, you can't allow them to hang around long enough to learn from them mistakes because this is a team that grows and settles into series as they learn and evolve and they learn what you're doing and they adjust. So I think the Knicks better take care of business, maybe in 5.
All right, let's talk about this for a second. The officiating stuff. Mike Brown spoke after the game, and he went after it.
As you should.
And he did it for a very specific reason. And it had nothing to do with last night. It had to do with tomorrow night. Because whenever a player or a coach goes after officiating during the playoffs, it is, there were some things tonight, but I just want to make sure we're getting this evened out a little bit. Now, the total number of fouls was pretty even. It was 23-21. So that wasn't the problem. It was when the Knicks got the fouls that put them in the bonus early in some of these quarters. Here is Mike I'm just going to play a couple of these back-to-back. This is about a minute and a half of Mike Brown on the free throw disparity and the officiating.
Coach Mitch Johnson and the Spurs, they won the game tonight, came and took the game. But I will say this, I never thought I'd be in the NBA Finals and see a team get 24 free throw attempts in the second half to another team's 8. I don't think I complain much about officials or the fairness when it comes to the free throw attempts. San Antonio is a great team. They're a great team. It's going to lower our odds big time if we play game 4 and in the second half they get 24 free throw attempts to our 8. And maybe we were fouling, but they fouled too. There were opportunities for fouls to be called. to at least try to even the free throws out. Now, we didn't play good. San Antonio played great. We could have played better. There were a lot of things that we didn't do that we did in game 1 and game 2. But to go 24 free throw attempts in a second half, that's 48 for the game if you think about it the way that they called that second half. Compared to 8, all the shots we took, we got fouled 4 times, roughly, for 8 free throw attempts. Again, I don't complain much. I never thought I'd see that in an NBA Finals game, and I saw it tonight. That's tough to overcome when you're playing against a great team.
There have been 3 other times where the free throw disparity in a half has been worse in a Finals game. I get it. You're going to be annoyed by that. I understand that you already came into the game feeling like you were dealing with bad officiating to begin with. I'm sorry. Tough right now. Where you have the problem or where you can address the problem is Wembanyama. All right? Let's be clear. Dude's dirty. Dude plays dirty at times. He does. And that's not the worst thing in the world. But you want that guy on your team, and he stands there like a big, tall, thin Frenchman, like Slender Man, as you call him. Yeah. And we all think that this guy can't be tough. And anything like that. He's tough. And he threw Brunson to the ground. I mean,
how tough you got to be 7'4" and then throw a 6'2"
but
or 6'1" guy.
You elbowed him back in the head. My point is, you're not just standing there and letting the length of your body control everything. You're still letting people know you can be physical too. The Spurs are an incredibly physical team.
But let's call it straight. The Knicks is a lot of stuff going. Brunson with that shoulder. I mean,
it's not to that level though.
Brunson with that shoulder every time. Every time you go in there, watch that shoulder to Castle's chest and watch it to the. He creates that separation. But when he get the ball on a block, I saw one time he hit him 5 times. Dang, 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 dang. You know what I'm saying? So listen, at this point we can't complain about it because they hold him. They hold in Wemby. Wemby takes a lot. He gives some. He takes a lot too. So listen, man. They got the little dude Johnson on Cat. They down there banging. It look like wrestling matches all over the court. Yeah. So it's like one of those things. You can call them, but it's not about the fouls. It's about when you get them.
No, but
and they got them in bunches early.
Yes, they did. But with the thing with Wembanyama, I want to be clear about this thing. Okay, the best thing I have heard said about this over the last 12 hours is Iman Shumpert, Hoop Collective podcast. By the way, they got a live show tonight at the Gotham Comedy Club. We'll talk about that in a bit. Anyway, Iman Shumpert says on that podcast, after that happens with Wembanyama, he says that's the time when somebody says to Mitch, let's take care of this. And Mitch goes into the game and says to the official, you clean this up or I'm gonna. And kind of, basically start calling this the way you need to call it, or we're going to take care of it. Okay. And it's not throwing in, it's not taking the guy and throwing in, Sohan just to go into the game and to throw a forearm shiver. And if you're not going to fix this, I'm going to fix this.
But then I'm San Antonio. I'm saying, Biombo, you did it last series. I need you to go out there and I need you to go step into one. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it can go both ways.
No, I know.
Like the Spurs got people that they can throw in there too. That's
not what I'm weird. Saying. I just want to make sure that Wembanyama knows this is not going to be tolerated. But that's the point.
I don't think that's going to deter. We never deterred Hines Ward. We never. That's who he is.
Well, he was just better than you.
You know what I'm saying? We got him. He got us, and that's just the game. But I think that's what he feels like he needs to do to be able to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he felt. And, you gotta respect it. Because one thing you can't call him soft. You never heard people call him soft like they call Karl Anthony Towns. Look at this right here. Look at the wrestling match by Karl Anthony Towns and Johnson.
No,
this is sumo wrestling going. I love it, man. This is how the championship's supposed to be. It should be some adversity. Let them play. Sure. Play through it. Now, if it's super egregious, if you push somebody in the air, we're gonna call it. But other than that, man, it's like the longest yard. No foul, no blood, no foul. Like cheeseburger. I mean, listen. So I want somebody to go in there. I mean, you see at the end of the game, the end of the half. I forgot the little with the Shohan. They put Shohan in to try and do a little something. You know what I mean? Put your hand in. You're a tough Frenchman.
Yeah,
Smack the hell out of each other with crepes.
I don't think
go at it.
I don't think they're going to make it look that.
Make it a crepe fight. Why not? Take the gray out of it. That's how you tell. Okay, how are you going to explain to the refs?
I'm saying from a public standpoint, they're not going to do that.
How are you going to explain to the refs that we ain't going to play this? If they're going to play this way, show hands in the game. Then they're going to be like, well, let us get control of the game, right? Mm-hmm. The first thing they're going to say, when the show hand come in and do something, and then Biombo come in and do something, they're like, all right, man. We're going to start throwing people out. And then they're going to overcorrect, and they're going to overfoul, right? So
that's why you say to them in advance, take care of this.
But that's what I'm saying. And then they didn't do it, right? So put your hand in there. Put Mitch in there, to your point. I wouldn't use Mitch because that just might be Mitch is a big loof, and that could just be how he
you
play.
Don't want to lose him.
But that can also be how he play, right? It's very apparent if somebody's in the game that ain't played all series and he's in early.
Yep.
And it's a hard foul. That's how you get the refs to say, all right, we hear you. We don't want this. You know what I'm saying? We got the commissioner probably sitting up upstairs. We don't want to get in trouble, so let's go ahead and get this together. Let's make this game how we like basketball to be. Let's be a bunch of points, guys showing their athleticism, nobody running into hard screens. Let's start calling everything tight. And then we're going to be like, man, let them play, right? That's the first thing we're going to say, man, what time is it? Like, let them play, right? So I like it like this, man. Go ahead. The championship should be gritty.
And by the way, this is how you used to like it in the 90s.
Hell,
this is why they loved all the 90s Knicks teams.
Let me tell you
something. Now, granted, 2/3 of the fan base was not born by the time the 73 championship was won, let alone really enjoying the 90s.
They saw them 90s. They saw that Magic and the Heat and Knicks. They remember those. They remember Van Gundy holding on to Morning's little ankle.
I don't think about a good half of this fan base did not see that, and that's what's really amazing to me. But because it just makes me feel old.
The Western Conference Finals was a bloodbath.
Yes,
and that we love that. That was juicy.
I don't have any problem with that. Just make sure that you are sending the messages back. That's all. Because you can't let Brunson get pushed around all the time. And I know you're talking about the shoulder. I know you're talking about all that stuff.
But I'm saying
you got to protect Brunson too.
No. It's not the ref's job to protect Brunson. It's his teammates' job.
No, I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, but you can say who was protecting Wemby the first two games when they were beating the hell out of him.
No,
this is a retaliation to the ass kicking he's been taking.
Yep.
So retaliate back. That's what boxing matches are for. That's why we love great fights. We love to see the swings. That's why we love Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns, the first one, because they were beating the hell out of each other. Then it goes the other way, then it goes the other way. The ebb and flows. That's what we want to see. Nobody want to see no run-through championship. No.
There's also one other thing that needs to be addressed, though, when it comes to people complaining about the officiating. And it wasn't as much last night as it was the first two games. Like, you might talk about how there's a big discrepancy in free throws. Bart, the Knicks don't want to go anywhere near the paint. They don't want to put a shot up in the paint because they're going to get it blocked. So they are taking a lot of outside shots, and that's why it's not ending up nearly as much in that same foul area.
You got to pass the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I heard Jay Will this morning say he rewatched the game. I don't know if I heard it correctly, but he said 18 possessions. Brunson had the ball and nobody else touched it. He the point guard.
This is what we talked about a few weeks ago. Remember this,
and it changed.
This wasn't working.
What happened?
And they forced him into it, and this is now what's going on.
What happened to the spray offense?
Well, I think you're going to see it tomorrow night.
Brunson, the numbers look great. Let me go. What's his shooting percentage? Let me go back to his shooting.
He's shooting like 33, 34 in the series.
And he's down
35 maybe.
Right. So that's great if you're taking yesterday. 25 shots.
He's 11 of 25, I think, last night. Is
25
right?
shots, yes. 25 shots. The next person on there got 13 shots. You talk about efficient? Check out OG's numbers.
Yeah.
9 for 13 for 28. Brunson scored 2 more points than him and damn near shot double. Damn, that's some quick math, though.
Good job. Oh, look at you.
That's because my kids are graduating, so I feel smart right now.
Salukis.
Yeah. Shout out to Clyde too. That was awesome. That was something, Clyde. That was a hell of a suit yesterday, Clyde.
See, Shump threw on the all-orange suit trying to be Clyde?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Apparently, after the game, Wemby said something to Shump.
Yeah, Shump.
After the press conference?
Yeah, Shump.
He's walking off. I guess he had watched him on NBA Today.
Look, you can see him. Look, you can see him.
He was sitting with everybody else. You could see
But you can
Shumpert.
see him right now. Everywhere you look, you see on the baseline, you see his bright-ass Kool-Aid Man shirt.
And he had apparently changed into that suit. He had worn something else.
Yeah,
and then changed into that.
Yeah, because you damn sure ain't gonna wear that suit in public.
Well,
that is a stadium only mascot suit.
But apparently, Wembanyama after his press conference, basically walked right into Shump and said, "Yeah, now what?"
Yeah, will somebody tell?
Shumpert's like, "Yeah, you play great."
Will somebody tell Shamet to quit going up light skin? Kobe would have said, "You're going up light skin, brother." Like. Do you not know the 7'6" guy with the 8'3", 8'5" wingspan? You know you beat him, so you know he right behind you. It ain't like you saw him in the corner somewhere. This dude went up like George Gervin. He flipped that thing, floated it up there. It's like he slowed down. Let me throw a slow motion shot up. Bro, you better get that thing to the backboard fast. You better use the backboard as a shield. You better reverse that thing. He just laid that thing. Oh, got him.
For more on that, let's turn to our white correspondent, Tom. Tom, your thoughts?
Going up white, you would have pulled up at the free throw line and shot it.
Dunk the ball, Landry.
Yes. OG got it down right. OG, when he go there and he got him on him, he's like, I'm going up with two hands and I'm jamming that thing. And he just go there and he just swing and let it go.
Hey, tonight, join ESPN's Brian Windhorst, Tim Bontemps, and Tim McMahon for a special live edition, The Hoop Collective in New York City, 7:30 p.m. They are breaking down the latest from an epic NBA Finals as the Knicks take on the Spurs. Special guests from around the league will join the conversation to discuss the biggest storylines on basketball's biggest stage as the Knicks chase their first NBA championship in more than 50 years. ESPN New York has your chance to score some tickets at ESPNNewYork.com or on the ESPN New York app. Just find the contest tile and submit your entry. You can buy tickets at GothamComedyClub.com. That's tonight at 7:30. Bart Carlin, you're next, and it's all you at 800-919-3776. Why did they lose? Why are we here? How are you feeling? Where is this headed? It's all on the table for you as we get ready for Game 4 tomorrow night off of last night's disappointment on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
The Spurs.
And the Spurs hand the Knicks just their third loss of the entire postseason.
The NBA Finals.
They're a great team. They're well coached. They got an iconic player, It's not going to be easy.
NBA Finals Game 4 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
If you think a new central air conditioning system is out of your budget, think again. Slomin's is here to change the game with their preseason super sale. They're now offering cutting-edge 18-SEER 2026 refrigerant-compliant R45-4B systems expertly installed by their certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right. Get started with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Plus, they're including a comprehensive service plan for 5 years, including annual system checks, filter replacement, and refrigerant to keep your AC running smoothly all summer long. Call Slomin's today at 516-932-7000 for your free estimate. But hurry, these cool savings won't last. That's 516-932-7000 or visit ac.slomans.com. 18-month promo period, no payment, no interest, and no down payment offer. The offer is available through a third-party bank. On approved credit, interest is waived if loan is repaid in full during the same as cash period. Terms and conditions apply.
Couple of crashes from the 8 o'clock hour, still with us in the 10 o'clock hour in the Bronx. The westbound Cross Bronx Expressway, southbound 95, just past the Deegan onto the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. Truck and car accident, right lane is blocked. And in Westchester on 684 northbound, truck fire on the ramp at exit 2 for the airport at Route 120. Route 17 northbound by Allendale Road, that's coming into Saddle River. An accident blocking one lane, the left lane. Hudson River crossings, 20 to 30 minutes at the George Washington Bridge, 20 for the lower, 30 for the upper. Lincoln Tunnel 20, Holland Tunnel down to 15-minute delays. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
The biggest stage in world soccer is days away, and every goal changes everything. And now, FanDuel is giving you a reason to root on every single one. Introducing Every Goal Pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every single goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Introducing Every Goal Pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every single goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. 21 and over, physically present in New York. Must apply bonus token. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
ESPN New York chat on the YouTube channel. Go there. Be a part of the show. Don Pablo, Brunson is great, but playing hero ball ain't the way to win those two first games. Listen, a little bit it actually was once or twice because it was Brunson who was hitting the shots in game one.
See, but that's the thing, though. That's the balance you have to have. You have to understand that was what was needed for that game.
Yes.
That wasn't specifically what was needed for this game. As soon as they saw that they were playing Wemby with Josh Hart, it should have been okay. Cat is being guarded by basically a damn guard.
Yeah.
Isn't Johnson a guard?
Yeah.
Like sixth man of the year. Like, come on, man. That's who they going against. Your 7-foot skilled guy. Now, if Wemby had somebody like Bridges on it, what we gonna do? It's gonna be barbecue chicken. This dude is 6'5".
Yeah.
Karl-Anthony Towns is 6 inches taller than this dude, and we're allowing them to get away with putting Johnson. They sit up there having a wrestling match,
and they put Wemby on Hart because that was the much easier assignment.
Yeah, because
he could sag off, and then he could be on help defense too.
Right, but Johnson, Cat is a scorer.
Yeah. Oh no, you have to take advantage of that. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, Hart's not a scorer. So like, what are we talking about?
No, I agree. Cosmic, Knicks got to get hard rebounds, flare out their elbows.
Oh, man, come on, man. Like, that's all you need is somebody to get, because if it's forcible head to blow to the head, you're going to get that flagrant. Like, listen, you can't go searching for trying to be fake tough because it's going to take you away from what you need to do for the game. Now, if it's a breakaway or something like that, you foul them right. But you trying to look for hard fouls, it's going to get over there. Like, look at that. Look at that picture right there. Look, he got his damn whole arm in a lock.
Yep.
So you lost. It's okay. You don't have to scrap the whole game plan,
no.
bro.
No, of course not.
Just be better.
And
no turnovers.
Brian Hartle points this out. If Bridges didn't pick up those trash fouls early, Landry's time would have been limited.
Correct, and he would have been in flow. You forced him into extra duty.
What do you know? Landry Shamet didn't hit some shots. You can't expect him to shoot 80% for the entire postseason.
Right, but
the guy's been ridiculous lately. Come on.
But he didn't hit those shots because they weren't open, easy shots.
No.
Right? The other ones he got is because people break down their spray. Did you see them the other day? And I'm sure people that's watching may have watched. They had what the spray offense was. It's basically a three-man weave. They get into the thing, and then somebody else cuts.
Somebody else cuts inside, yeah.
And then eventually, but it's almost like a three-man weave, but then eventually is somebody going to be open in the corners for the three. But that has been Shamet. That's been Hart. But they didn't do that yesterday because he was dribbling the ball too much, isolation ball, and they're picking him up full court, and it's taking energy out of him, which is going to take his legs away. So like they're picking him up full court with three different people. They're making it tough for him. And by the time you get into the offense, the clock is already down, 8 to 10 seconds.
All right, 30 seconds. 800-919-3776. Soccer fans, join Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Live broadcast presented by Milagro Tequila. It's all happening this Friday, June 12th. Plot Deutsch in Franklin Square, Long Island. Get there early, starting at 3 p.m. Grab a Milagrosa cocktail as the guys talk matchups and storylines while you get to be a part of the live, passionate soccer atmosphere. Don't miss this special event. Live, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, Friday, June 12th, Plot Deutsch, Franklin Square, Long Island, all brought to you by Milagro Tequila. Let's go. We're going to start with our guy Jose in Connecticut on ESPN New York. Jose, what's going on?
What's up, guys, man? That game reminded me a lot of that Hawks game 3, man. It was the same thing. Brunson was getting mad because he was getting fouled, and he went for hero ball. Man, just play your game. Anytime the Knicks move the ball, like the Spurs can't stop that. You got to keep going with it. And Bart, the reason I called was I like what you said. Like I miss the days when you put not a goon, but you put a guy in for 6 fouls and not like cheap elbows, right? You're right, but nah, you go in there and if they want to get handsy, when they want to be tough, you put in Shohan or Huck Porty, somebody big to be tough. Like you know what I mean? Like hard fouls, clean hard fouls, and then you show them like, nah, we're not no punks. And I feel like the Knicks are trying to play more. A little more finesse. Don't do that. Like y'all play y'all game when y'all physical and you move the ball. And I will say they didn't lose because of the refs, but just play consistent. You can't play jail ball all game in the fourth quarter. Just call ticket tap fouls to be in a bonus. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it consistent.
Yeah. No. I agree with all of that. You have to be more consistent. And Bart's just pointing out that the hero ball thing with Brunson last night, I'm not blaming Brunson for it, but sometimes it's easy to fall back into habits.
Yeah.
And that's what happened at some times last night. When things are not going right, with the Knicks' history over the last few years, you've been able to rely on Jalen Brunson.
So like what I'm trying to explain is like Brunson just dribbled the ball 5 seconds. Nobody else touched the ball. He threw a awkward shot up because he got pent up against the grass. And it's just endless examples of it. And that was a great job by J. Will illustrating a lot of that when he said he rewatched the game. But, they're picking him up full court. So, like, he just get past half court. It's already 15 seconds on the shot clock. Everybody's watching him because they don't expect him to pass the ball.
Well,
Karl-Anthony Towns is just sitting there, right? Here's another example coming off picks and screens, 5, 6, 7. It's so many examples and so many possessions of this.
No, I understand. But the thing is that you just brought up is they are making it so hard for him to get the ball up the floor. And you got to have somebody else helping him out some more. They did a few times with Hart. They did a few times with Alvarado. They actually had a series there where they played him and Alvarado together, and they were having Alvarado bring the ball up the floor. You have to do your best to try to make it not as difficult on Brunson.
I mean, they picked some other guys. They picked some other guys out too because they're getting down in their stands and they're challenging these guys up the court so that they can't get into this free flowing offense. So they're making it tough. But he has to know that, and the coach has to know that and say, okay, play him off the ball. Like we've seen him play great off the ball during the season because teams were doing this, and they start playing him off the ball, and he showed that he'd be excellent. But at least the offense gets into the offense when he does that. I mean, I literally just watch a play, him dribbling the ball up the court, him dribbling all the way to the baseline, going all the way in a circle. Did he do a 360? He did a whole donut, went back to the three-point, and then shot the ball. Ain't nobody out there ever even got the ball. They're not even in a position to grab the ball because they're like, man, this dude ain't passing it. You know how when you're on the park and somebody say, give me the ball, and you know he about to go isolation, you're like, man, whatever, man. I'm just going to go ahead.
Yeah.
Yo, ball. That's not ball. All right, we ain't shoot. Look for the rebound, bro. we ain't touching this thing. And he did that over and over again, and that's great when you on.
Leo in Hollis. Leo, what's going on, bud? How are you?
Hey, guys. What's going on today?
Oh, man, you found low energy, man. You ain't giving up hope already, Leo, huh?
No, I just got up, brothers. I just got up. I agree with you guys fully, man. But one thing, like, I agree with dude that just came on a minute ago. I don't mind the fouls, man, but keep it fair, bro. If we gonna call 24 fouls in the fourth quarter on those cats,
Leo,
they butchering the hell out of us too. Like,
Leo,
keep it simple. We didn't lose because of the fouls, but
Leo, do you realize it was about the same fouls called for both teams? The issue was you guys got into the bonus so quickly because y'all fouled so early in the quarter. That's the difference.
That's what killed you.
The actual fouls are the same, but the foul shots are something different because now you putting the Spurs on the free throw line for ticky-tack fouls, not shooting fouls. That's the only difference, right? Bridges got 2 fouls. How quick? You didn't even go get your Kool-Aid, right? You had just started. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that, but that's my point. So we got into the bonus quick, but on the other end, they was chopping us up as well. They could have easily have gotten the bonus real quick, but they wasn't calling those fouls on those cats.
They called the same amount of fouls.
The bonus quick.
I got you. Like Bridges was
It's
agreeing.
when they called him.
Bridges did 2 stupid fouls. That's because Wemby was being aggressive, so they had to foul him early. He went straight to the basket. Like if Brunt, how many times you gonna really get a foul if one person hold the ball the whole possession? Nobody's broken down.
Virtually both quarters, first quarter and then both quarters in the second half, you have 3 fouls called within the first 2 minutes.
Right.
So you can't, when that happens, and not all of that was just the officiating, it's committing them at the wrong times too. And listen, the officiating, if you think that's why the Knicks lost, you're lost. That's not why they lost. They lost the game because the Spurs outplayed them.
They were right there. Castle hit that 3. Right? You look at
they
Brunson.
Didn't take care of the ball
late in the game where Brunson fumbled the ball, trying to go ISO ball, 4 guys around, they swipe the ball, he fall down, Castle gets the ball, starts to fast break. Like, OG was on fire. He was on one, man. Hart was on one. But
Cooled off a little bit second half.
Yeah, and doesn't that always happen?
Yeah.
Like it emboldens the non-shooter to think tonight's his night.
Yep.
And then like you like shoot it. Then in the second half like yeah, we forgot he was a low percentage. He hadn't been shooting that good.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Listen, the ESPN New York Beach Bash is back. It's Thursday, July 2nd. Bar A, Lake Como, New Jersey. Head to the Jersey Shore. It's the Michael K. Show. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, live starting at 1 p.m., and an appearance by DiPietro and Rothenberg and Bart and myself. We're going to have plenty of giveaways for fans in attendance, a soccer watch party, and a chance to test your soccer skills with DiPietro in net. I would say probably just kick it right at him and you're going to score. Anyway, plus music we've got from Surfing for Daisy, who will be playing an hour before and after the shows. It's all brought to you by Spike Dade, Boost Mobile, Miller Lite, Fanatics Fest NYC, and New Jersey Lottery. You must be at least 21 years of age to enter.
The Knicks.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
The Spurs.
And the Spurs hand the Knicks just their 3rd loss of the entire postseason.
The NBA Finals.
They're a great team. They're well coached. They got an iconic player, you know. It's not going to be easy.
NBA Finals Game 4 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, June 6th for a very special night, Military Appreciation Night. The first 18,000 guests will receive a red, white, and blue Yankees t-shirt, courtesy of Ford. Don't miss the action and help us salute those who serve. For tickets, visit Yankees.com/tickets. That's Military Appreciation Night on Saturday, June 6th.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
You're getting warmer.
The French sun. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for sun?
I don't know, Kathy. You're the reader.
Okay, I'll hire a tutor to learn the French word for sun, then the words to negotiate real estate, then I'll buy my own French library.
And to think you just wanted to reread a book. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with zero sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Kansas is offering 10% off qualifying Pella projects and 50% off qualifying Pella installations. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Soccer fans join Don Hahn and Rosenberg for a live broadcast presented by Milagro Tequila. Live from Platt Deutsch in Franklin Square, Long Island. Friday, June 12th, starting at 3 p.m. Get there early, grab a Milagrosa cocktail, and be part of the live, passionate soccer atmosphere as the guys talk matchups, storylines, and all the action. Don Hahn and Rosenberg live Friday, June 12th at Platt Deutsch in Franklin Square, starting at 3 p.m. Brought to you by Milagro Tequila.
ESPN New York chat over on the YouTube. Dave in Brooklyn, series is 84-61 free throws. As I said, part of that, too, is the fact that the Knicks have not been exactly excited to go try to take shots inside. Because they're constantly having their head on a swivel
for
where Wemby is.
Right. So, listen, the Knicks won both games. Nobody was complaining about the foul discrepancy or nothing like that before, right? Because one team is shooting jumpers because one guy got the human windshield wiper, in the middle of the lane, and one team is like, hey, man, they shoot. Shaman's been shooting how well from three? Like, everybody else, OG shooting well from three. Hart's somewhat inconsistent but shooting straight. Deuce. Like, you guys are really the jump shooting team. Castle's been taking it to the rack since Rip, right? Dylan Harper, we saw that game one. That's all he lived in the paint. So you got to reward the 6'6" big dudes that's going in there amongst the trees because y'all don't have a natural shot blocker, right? Cat's not really a shot blocker. He's a good rebounder and stuff like that, but he's not a guy that's erasing blocks and stuff like that. But he's
also, in the series leading up to last night, had defended exceptionally well.
Yes, he has. But what I'm saying
had nothing to do with shot blocking.
But what I'm saying is, OG's not a guy that really gets to the basket. He'll go to the basket off a pump fake or something like that, but he's not a creator like Castle. He's not a creator like Dylan Harper. the Knicks are the team that don't have a lot of the creative guys that go to the basket. Now, Cat's been more aggressive because they've been running them off the three-point line. But outside of Jalen Brunson, like Bridges ain't no he's a dribble to a spot, Rip Hamilton, 18-foot, 15-foot jumper guy. So, of course, the team that got guys that are killers that get to the basket going to have more because naturally they're going to be more aggressive because that's their game. Like Dylan Harper ain't trying to pull up for no midi. They don't have no midi guy. Outside of Fox, Fox is their only midi guy. Right? The Knicks got plenty of midi guys and spot-up shooters.
Mike Brown, why was the offense so stagnant?
We're just playing a lot of drag into what we call summertime, which is just kind of ball movement, body movement. We just wanted to stand and watch one guy dribble a ton. And then when the ball got passed, there were no quick decisions by the guy receiving the basketball. So we have actions we can get into that we didn't do a good job of getting into, first of all, but it's okay because you're not going to be able to run plays all the time, especially with how physical they are playing defensively. Sometimes you just got to go by guys, but you got to be smart. You got to take care of the basketball. You got to space right. You got to move the ball. You got to move bodies, and we've done that, quite a bit, and we didn't do a good job of it tonight.
Just watching one guy dribble.
Basically, like we didn't get into our sets because sometimes you just got to go by guys. Well, he was dribbling, didn't go by guys, right? We literally watched a play with him dribbling the ball for the entire 20 seconds and then throwing hand grenades. We talked about that before. This is nothing new, and it's nothing against Brunson because he had one game like this.
No, exactly. There have been other times over the last few weeks where they actually haven't been running the ball through Cat all the time, where they've been in these situations, and he's come through. That's why we don't complain about it.
Right.
But when Brunson falls back into this,
correct,
he does also need some help from some cutters, too.
Yeah, but how much cut? Well, I don't know where the hell you going.
I understand.
Like, hold
he
up.
Circles back under the basket.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
going everywhere. He's all over the place.
Where
He's
am I
scattered.
supposed to cut when this dude dribbles past me, goes to underneath the basket, dribbles back around, and goes back to the same spot he started? Where I'm supposed to cut? Cut and run into him?
I understand.
Bring my defender to him?
I understand.
I'm like, hey, what's the play?
I understand.
Oh, this is your play. All right, player, you got it. You'll find us when you decide what's going on.
And most of the time, it's worked out okay.
You want to know why? Because yesterday they stuck to their man. They didn't come off the help when Brunson went underneath. Usually that would have created a huge reaction with him dribbling underneath the basket. Yep. Somebody would have stepped up, and somebody could have cut because their man would have left.
Wemby was literally guarding him at places on the floor where he never would be.
Right.
Because he was following him around, allowing everybody else to stick. Oh, okay. Wemby's just going to stay out there with him? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't think he's getting his shot off. How about Merv in Winfield next? ESPN New York. Merv, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What do you got?
Come on.
We here.
We hear you, Merv.
Bad. Yeah, I was on speaker, so I had to take it off. But a little disagreement with you guys. I love you guys. Friday night was awesome. But, like, what everyone is trying to say, and maybe you guys are missing a little bit, they're talking about what the Spurs are not getting called. Like, come on. That one play, Wemby
listen,
grabbed
there are a
Jalen
couple
by
of
the
them
head,
that just absolutely the Spurs are getting away with some things. There's no question.
But you want to know why that's hard to see?
And
the neck throw, well, it's hard to see because nobody had the ball. Like the ball, so the refs are watching the ball. You can't see everything. You can't see everything. Now, it was egregious, but you can't see everything.
Wait. Bart, go back and look at that play. The ref's feet are right behind Wemby. And then at that same play, Johnson's grabbing and throwing Cat. Like, call one of them. But when you let them get away with all that stuff, they're going to keep on doing it. And that's the way this game is going to go. But then when the Knicks touch somebody.
But, Merv, this is also why Brown said what he said after the game. It had nothing to do with being so upset about that last night. It had to do with setting the tone for the next game for the officials.
But also, just like we can make a tape, I'm sure San Antonio's saying we can make a tape too. We can make a tape of guys holding Wemby, grabbing his arm, hooking him when he jumps up, like grabbing his shirt, like or things like that. We can. So like at this point, man, we not looking for help for the refs.
David Brooklyn brings up a good point on the ESPN New York chat over on the YouTube channel. Knicks played poorly. Refs called games favored to the Spurs somewhat, okay, or didn't call. And Brunson played bad, and with all of that, they only won by 4.
Right, and I'm sure on the other one where the Spurs lost on Friday, they're like, hey man, like we didn't hear them complain, right?
Right.
Like, oh man, they look at the foul shot discrepancy. Or look at this, like we didn't get called. They didn't say nothing.
D in Jersey is next. ESPN New York. D, what's going on?
What's going on, fellas? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got a hot take, man. I love Cat. He's very, very skillful, score at all three levels. But he just don't have that leadership quality. And what I mean is,
we're gonna attack Cat after what he's been doing these playoffs.
Let me explain.
Okay.
Let me explain. What I mean by that is, when Jalen is going off the brinks and starting to do old bad habits, and the coach is allowing bad habits, Cat needs to demand the ball, and he gets disconnected when this happens. He was disconnected from this game. He didn't demand the ball, and when he got the ball, he gave it right back. Giannis wouldn't do that. Giannis would say, give me the ball, because he's a leader and he has leadership qualities. I'm not saying Cat is not a leader. It's certain leadership qualities that you do have that you have to insert in times like this.
Okay, tell me this. But tell me this.
Cat needs to do that.
Tell me this. Who's the leader of the team? Who's the leader of the team, D?
Brunson and
No. Who put this thing together? Nino Brown style. Who put this thing together? D? No, D. Who put this thing together? Brunson. Who took less money? Who's the leader? Who's the unquestioned leader? All right, Giannis. Nobody on that team has the gravitas to be able to tell Giannis to give me the damn ball.
No, come on.
Not to get the ball. Like just like if SGA, can't nobody tell SGA, as good as Jalen Williams is, he can't say throw me the ball, SGA.
No,
like maybe Tatum and Brown can say that conversation because they 1A and 1B. But like, come on, man. We know this is Brunson's team, brother. Brunson would be the last man standing from this spot. And he's the point guard. Giannis is a center, not really a center. He's like a stretch four.
But were you screaming about Towns and being more of a leader when in games 1 and 2 he was playing fantastic and doing all the leadership things? No, you weren't. So stop with that. Stop.
Cat, 1 assist. How many assists did they have yesterday?
18.
18 is, man, you like a Wikipedia.
I see them little nuts. Google. I just happen to remember.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You like Pinky the Brain.
No, it just looked like it.
Today we're going to take over the world. Same thing we do every day.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The biggest stage in world soccer is days away, and every goal changes everything. And now, FanDuel is giving you a reason to root on every single one. Introducing Every Goal Pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every single goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Introducing Every Goal Pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every single goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. 21 and over, physically present in New York. Must apply bonus token. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Sure, keeping things casual has its time and place. But sometimes simply playing to have fun isn't enough. So when you're looking for a way to up the ante, try these 5 simple words. Play you for an ultra? That always seems to do the trick. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals. And the Knicks just their 3rd loss of the entire postseason.
I mean, you got a series now. There's this level of cockiness almost with them.
I feel like we're just built for it. I mean, we have a lot of guys that aren't going to back down.
They have this belief that they're the better team.
NBA Finals is now a 2-1 series heading into Game 4 on Wednesday.
That game on Wednesday night is the make-or-break game of this series.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
In New York City, young men of color deserve every opportunity to succeed. The NYC Young Men's Initiative is investing in futures through education, workforce development, healthcare, and justice programs designed to uplift and empower. And through programs like the Cooney Fatherhood Academy, we're supporting young fathers and building brighter futures for themselves and their families. Visit nyc.gov/YMI programs or at NYC Young Men on all socials to learn more.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York. This is Bart and Carlin.
San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
Here's what I do not want to hear today. You did not lose because of the officiating. Was the officiating great? No. The problem was dumb fouls at some particular junctures.
As bad as the Knicks played, they were right there to have an opportunity to win it. And sometimes the pendulum swings in the other direction. And that's kind of really what happened.
This is Bart and Carlin on 880 ESPN. And the ESPN New York app.
Big night tonight. Big night tonight leading into Game 4. You got the Hoop Collective podcast live at Gotham Comedy Club in New York City with Wendy, with Tim Bontemps, with Tim McMahon, 7:30 p.m. They're breaking it all down. They got special guests coming by. ESPN has your chance to score tickets at ESPNNewYork.com or on the ESPN New York app. You can go to GothamComedyClub.com to purchase your tickets. Just go over to the ESPN New York app, find the contest tile, and submit your entry.
You and Leo should go to, like, represent our show because, Wendy, he show us love. He come on, you know what I mean? If I would have known.
Bontemps, too?
Yeah. See, if my daughter prom wasn't today and I had to go there and do that stuff, take pictures and all that cheesy stuff, I would go just because they show us so much love and it's so good.
I was going to go, and I can't because my wife had made plans.
Damn, why she make plans, man? She know we trying to smooth up to the people.
Plans. It was last week, and she made sure I knew about it early enough.
Damn it, we need Wendy on our side.
Wendy's on our side.
We need Bontemps on our side.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel, where some of the chat's coming in. Shy Son, Brunson and Kat are the ones looking worn down. The Spurs are young and look like they caught their second win. The Spurs are a young team. The Knicks are playing in their, late 20s, 28, 29, 30. Brunson looked worn down last night because they are wearing his ass down by making him really struggle getting the ball up the court.
Let me tell you something, right? My first 2-3 years in the league, you know what I did after practice? Got in the hot tub. Random look at me like, man, are you crazy? You supposed to be in the ice tub, like, saving your legs. I'm like, nah, man, I'm in the hot tub. Like, hey, man, like, I ain't stretched for practice. Man, I just wake up, man. Oh, man, just, like, ready. Testosterone on 100 million. Like, never didn't wake up with a rocket ship. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just wake up, go to practice, don't stretch. Go hang out with the girlies all night. Go straight to practice, don't go to sleep. Man, it is something about that 21 to 26 era, man. Oh, you don't have to do nothing. You invincible, man. That is the golden era of life.
And now it just hurts.
Yeah. Hurts to do everything. I think I sneezed. I think I cracked my floating rib.
The most injuries I ever suffer now over the last 15 years are when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
By far.
By sleeping, I slept on my shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you ever sleep
on
your
side. And all of a
side?
sudden I can't turn my head the rest of the day.
Get that gas built in between your chest because you slept on your side. You're like, I got to crack my sternum.
800-919-3776. Kevin, Hillsborough next. ESPN New York. Kevin, how you feeling? What's going on? What do you got?
Hey, boss. Yeah, I want to tell you what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. Feeling frustration. Feeling frustration because, one, we have been on this magical ride for the 13-game winning series. 13-game winning streak.
Yep.
And yeah, everybody was thinking, Knicks in four. I was thinking the same thing because I wanted it as a hope. But we have to pay respect. And I said it yesterday. The job is not done. The Spurs are good. The way they play, and especially having Wemby. So saying all that, frustration comes from our play. Number one, we start off the game first quarter. Like, what was that? I don't know. I mean,
They looked a little amped up. I mean, they're throwing the ball all over the place.
Let me tell you something. I'd much rather.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
No, I mean, we started the game off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The atmosphere was crazy, right?
Yes, right.
Maybe the atmosphere was so much for them. And here's the other frustration. I want to get to that part in a second. The play itself, first quarter, we started off that, but we got there at the end of the first half. We were there. We were rolling, and boom, we got the crowd into it and everything like that. But we were doing what we were playing, how we got here to this point. Third quarter, all of a sudden, like, that just went away. And then the other frustration part is, I'm not blaming the refs, but come on, man. You're going to tell me that you didn't see that straight up just shoved in the face? You got a 7'5" guy shoving a 6-foot guy to the ground, and you don't see that, and you don't call that. You don't call that fine, but you call a T because he goes up and he turns his back on that three-pointer.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, come on, man.
Kev.
Like, that's – yes, sir.
I don't know how many times you watched the replay, but one thing I forgot about and I didn't see, when that play happens, man, I tell you what, Brown and Cat is going at it so crazy that I think they were going to have to call a flagrant foul on one of them. They're wrestling away from the ball at the top of the key, getting at it. If you can go back and watch that play, if you just watch ESPN, watch the plays, watch before he smack him, like what's going on the other elbow. When I say it is a world-class, like sumo match going on between Cat, like where Cat got hit in the throat and then Cat hit him in the head. Like, so I think maybe the refs was watching that because, like, the smack in the back of Brunson's head happened fast. But Cat and Brown, you saw them wrestling for position, and they called a foul on them a couple times, right? Remember?
Yeah.
If you watch that play, like, that's a lot because I think they were about to call a foul on one of those guys. And when that's happening, it's hard because you see Cat over there. They when I say they going at it, brother. So
listen, I get that more needs to be called against the Spurs based on what we saw last night. I'm not going to argue that. Not why they lost the game. Spurs won that game last night. They took control of that game in the third and fourth quarter. The Knicks played terribly in the third quarter. And the biggest thing to me was they had that 7-point lead after a great second quarter. And what did they do in game two? They turned that into 13 and 14. And I know that number came way down and the Spurs came back in that game, but that's not the point. When you open up those leads, it makes it harder to get back from and you expend more energy to do it. The Knicks didn't do that the other night. They didn't do that last night where they could extend that lead out further. The Spurs came back immediately in the third quarter.
Okay, so let me sum it up like this. Castle had 14 attempts, right? He only shot 5 threes. That means 9 times he did what? He went to the basket. Because he don't shoot no middies.
Yeah.
So that means 9 times he went to the basket. Let's say he got called for 2 fouls. He shot free throws, right? He shot 6 free throws, right? So that just means that maybe 3 times out of going to the basket, he got fouled 9 times. Wemby had 18 shots. 14 times. 4 times he took 4 threes. So that means 14 times he shot the one midi and the rest was what? Going to the basket. You see what we're saying? Like, those teams, they were more aggressive going to the basket. So just the law of averages, like, is that they're going to get more free throw attempts because they're going to the basket. Like I just told you about their 2 high scorers went to the basket probably a combined 24 times. So of course they're gonna get those calls. And it's not like anybody on the Spurs has some type of egregious type of free throws. I mean, Wemby had the most free throw attempts at 9, which is about right. Like, Castle had 6. That means he went to the line 3 times. That's not nothing crazy, right? But, of course, so that's going to get rewarded because that's what, that's aggressive play. So it's the style of play where the Knicks were basically a jump shooting team outside of Brunson. And Brunson was still a jump shooting team because he was shooting from the midi.
And again, timing of the fouls as well when they got them closer to the bonus very quickly in those third and fourth quarters. When they would pick up a couple of fouls very quickly.
Right. OG shot 13 shots. He shot 7 threes. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know right there. He hit he hit 3 of them, but he shot 7. So that's telling you that they shoot that they're taking plays off. Josh Hart, 10 shots, right? 10 shots. 7 were threes. Well, you ain't getting no foul on no 3. That's not an aggressive play. So if you want that, how about giving Cat the ball down low? How about Cat getting the ball at the top of the key and we run the pick and roll and he can decide if he's going to pass, shoot, or drive to the basket?
Jason in Queens is next. ESPN New York. Jason, what's going on?
Morning, guys. I want to make 2 points kind of quick, but, going into this series, I would have never expected, a sweep. So going up 2-0, you kind of start thinking about it when we go back home. But, losing game 3, it's not like it's the end of the world. It's the finals for God's sake. Like, we're going against the best team in the West. You're going to expect some adversity. It's all about how we respond. And honestly, the Knicks have responded to adversity this entire playoffs. So, I'm not freaking out. I know a lot of people are freaking out, but I was always going to under the impression, Knicks in 6. So let's see what happens. But I still trust in the Knicks. I'm not giving up on them. I hope Knicks fans aren't. But
nobody can be giving up on that.
They won 13 in a row, Jace. But the thing is, they have more pressure on them than the Spurs have on them, right? Because they almost feel like they have.
I don't know if that's true. The Spurs have to get it back to The Spurs have to get it back to San Antonio at 2-2.
But they're going to San Antonio regardless. Right?
No, I understand, but the Spurs have to get it back to San Antonio 2-2. The Spurs are not going to win 3 in a row after that.
Okay, but also, if the Spurs win, then that's the same thing.
Then if the Spurs win, then the pressure is completely shifted onto the Knicks. There's no question.
So with that being said,
and 2 out of 3, the home court's gone at that point.
But with that being said, the Knicks have to feel like we have to win. We do not want to go back 2-2, so the pressure's on the Knicks because they haven't performed in front of their crowd.
I understand that. I don't think that there is a pressure advantage in Game 4.
I do.
Now, if you want to make the case that whoever wins Game 4 wins the series,
because the Spurs the Spurs are like, yo, we can win at their home too. So like if we win, they telling the Spurs if that happens, they telling the Spurs like, yo, if we get it down 2-2. Going back, we ain't going to lose at home. We may not lose again. You know what I mean? We got momentum. Now they panicking. You know what I mean? Because you know what's going to be said about the Knicks if they go down, if they lose 2 in the Garden. So, like I said, I don't think the Garden – I never thought the Garden was a huge advantage. Simply because the Garden is the most unique place in the world. And it used to be like that in the Garden in Boston, the old one. Because the place has so much – historical impact of what the Garden is, whether it's basketball, whether it's boxing. Like, that's why they call it the world's most famous arena. Not because just basketball, because Muhammad Ali fought there, because all those type of things. So when that happens, I think opponents, instead of being scared, they get excited because they feel like they're walking on hollow ground, so they play their best. That's why Trae Young it doesn't matter. Trae Young can play and be a hero there. That's why it didn't affect Halliburton. That's why Reggie loved playing here. That's why Jordan loved playing here. So, like, because it's the only place maybe the Forum used to be the same way playing, but it doesn't exist anymore. This is the last sacred building in the NBA. And so when people come here, they feel like a sense of history. So they don't feel intimidated because they're like, man, I want to add my name to the list.
No, it feels like more of an opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, Wemby's like, yo, I do this again. Yo, this going to put me up there in the air of, like, great performances in Madison Square Garden.
Now, listen, I don't want to put this out in the ether, but I feel like it does have to be mentioned. As much as everybody was flying high yesterday going into Game 3, if they lose this series, it will be soul-crushing to this town.
Yeah.
It will be absolutely soul-crushing.
We will be a Marion. We will be a Marion. It'll be an icebox where our heart used to be. We'd be so cold.
That will be.
This is the best chance to win.
That I would make the argument that the Knicks losing this series
I know
after going up 2-0
is equivalent to what?
Not equivalent. Worse than. Blowing it to the Red Sox.
I knew it. See, I know my dog was going there. That's how you know we worked together so long.
Worse than. Because, listen.
Even with the catch-up
for this town as a whole, as much as we've talked about how the Knicks unite everybody, the Knicks unite everybody. And there was a sect of fans, a.k.a. Met fans, who were freaking thrilled to see the Yankees blow a 3-0 lead. And we're more than happy to see that. The Knicks blow a 2-0 lead against the Spurs team on the road where they were up 2-0. That would be a crushing defeat. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you to worry about that yet. I still feel like they're in very good shape. I'm not worried in the least. And I have the faith in what has been a mental toughness from this team to bounce back from adversity, play well in the span of games themselves, and in stretches where they haven't. And the fact that they were down 2-1 to the Hawks and were able to alter how they play and get on that kind of run has me feeling better. What we don't have to ignore is the fact that San Antonio is the best team you have faced. You talked about wanting to get them again because of the in-season tournament, the NBA Cup, all that stuff. And the fact that you had handled them and felt like you had a pretty good matchup.
You beat him easy last time.
Why?
It's not the same, man.
But why do you feel like this is any different right now? Why would you feel any worse today?
Yeah, exactly.
When you did not play well, and what do you know? You lost.
So what? You lost one game.
To a good team.
Did you think it was going to be easy?
By 4. Now, listen, you had to hit a couple of shots late. I mean, it did get to 11 at one point, but you get the point.
But what a big ass shot by Castle. I mean, that kid, and then to go there with ice in his veins, not to miss one, Nick Anderson style. You know what I'm saying? He hit both of them.
Hit both of them. Absolutely.
The second youngest team to ever be in the finals. Now,
what was the youngest? Was it the Magic?
No, I was just going to say the Pistons just because I haven't brought them up in the whole day. I'm Detroit.
Just because the jar is empty doesn't mean it's empty. The $134 went into my pocket.
No, but I'm sure
I made the bet.
But I'm sure at one point they were young though, and made it to a championship because we've been to a few.
Nobody cares. Mike in New York is next. ESPN New York. Mike, what's going on?
Hey, good. Thank you for taking my call, guys. Thank you. You guys are the best in the business. I just want to – I know everybody's complaining about the foul and stuff, but the only thing that caught my attention yesterday, because basketball is basketball, was the play that San Antonio Spurs should have got a technical on, which was when Castle, Jalen Brunson was baseline on the left side. Castle ran from the three-point line and pretty much trucked them like Bart Scott did to a bunch of running backs for a yard's loss.
Well, thank you for that, Mike.
The San Antonio Spurs ran that same exact play with Thomas Bryant at SGA, and when they asked Thomas Bryant in the press conference about it, he said, AGA is always baiting for fouls, so I gave him a foul. So it's already showing an intent. Yeah. This is a design play that they use. This is a design play that they use in order to try to be overly physical with the best player on the team.
No.
And the ref said,
Mike. The ball was up.
Yeah.
Brunson knew that he was going to the basket to try and dive to go get the rebound, and Brunson stood there and took a charge. So if you take a charge, and I notice the contact is inevitable. Did I say that right? No, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and lay into it. You want it. You want to take the charge, then take it. Like, anybody would do that. Like Brunson took one for the team. So if you're gonna take one for the team, you saw Wemby took one to the tailbone too.
They didn't call the flagrant.
You know what I'm saying?
And they weren't going to.
Wemby took the same one to the tailbone, grabbed his same back, and so that's what happens. Like if Brunson, now this what I would agree with you with if this would have happened. If Brunson would have turned his back to box out and then he ran and hit him in the back, then I would have said okay. But like if I'm going to the basket and I know I can't miss, I'm gonna tighten up and protect myself too. Because Brunson was there and Brunson stiffened up to take the contact, and I couldn't avoid it. I'm not about certain things. I'm not gonna cut because I'm not gonna blow my knee out by trying to avoid you at the last second.
Gilberto in the truck is next. ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, brother?
Yo, Bart, all that garbage you talking,
there you
I
go.
Can see where your loyalty,
you just want to argue.
I can see where your loyalty lies,
You just want to argue.
You said you were a Knicks fan. Hold up. Let me finish. You said you were a Knicks fan.
So that means I need to lie?
You've been critiquing. Can I finish? You've been critiquing the Knicks all through. I'm going to point one thing out to you, my brother, okay? Second game, 2 fouls in the whole second half. Third game, 24 fouls in the fourth quarter.
Not 24 fouls.
Okay, that running back move that Castle did.
It was 24
any
free
other
throws in
game,
the second half.
Any other game, they would have called a foul on.
They did call the foul. He didn't extend.
It
has to meet the rule of the law. It has to meet the rule of the law.
And you know it, Bart.
Gilberto.
Okay?
Gilberto.
All right.
We got
Hold
it.
on.
We understand. Gilberto, we got it.
Play.
No, you done. Sit for 1 second. Gilberto, is that why they lost the game?
So no, that's not why they lost the game. All we asking as fans is to call it equal.
That's it. Yes, call it equal is fair. I understand what you're saying.
Not
why they lost the game.
I'm not allowing them to buy into the excuse. And Mike Brown shouldn't allow his team to buy into the excuse.
Well,
the
issue
was
different. No. That's the job of the head coach there is to push that narrative after the game.
Right, he pushing the narrative.
The league's paying attention.
He pushing the narrative, but behind closed doors, when they going through the film studies, like, hey, man, no ball movement. He going to say it without saying it. He already said it in the damn press conference. The ball got to move. We can't just dribble the ball. He basically said why they lost right there.
Yes.
And why you didn't get the fouls. But it's his job to tell the referees that you guys are not calling the discrepancy. So, yeah, he did the right thing, but he already admitted what it was. We got guys watching, nobody cutting because they dribbling the ball. He basically told you why the game was more difficult than it had to be.
We're just playing a lot of drag into what we call summertime, which is just kind of ball movement and body movement. We just wanted to stand and watch one guy dribble a ton. And then when the ball got passed, there were no quick decisions by the guy receiving the basketball. So we have actions we can get into that we didn't do a good job of getting into, first of all, but it's okay because you're not going to be able to run plays all the time, especially with how physical they are playing defensively. Sometimes you just got to go by.
I mean, that's it.
Gilberto, because I know you're still listening. Sometimes it's their fault that you lose, and sometimes it's your fault. And you went in with a bad game plan anytime Karl Anthony Towns isn't getting the ball when he has a 6'5" guard checking your 7-footer. Maybe that's the reason.
Pluto Nash, why is the NBA trying to sabotage the Knicks?
Come on, man.
Everybody need to keep a cool boot.
Come on, don't buy into that, man. Brunson was not good last game, and he wasn't good. He hasn't really been good the entire time, and sometimes the numbers lie. So call it straight, and maybe if you call it straight, maybe you'll get the change that you want because the narrative will be, hey, Brunson needs to share the ball. Hey, maybe we need to go through Cat. Remember this whole offensive evolution when it took place? When you start going through Karl Anthony Towns. And I know you don't want to go through Karl Anthony Towns when he got the defensive, one of the best defensive players in history there. But when he got a 6'5" guard on him, you talk about disrespectful. You talk about calling somebody soft. That's soft for you not to give the ball there. What does Charles Barkley say right there? Knicks were too Brunson-centric, and you want to make a damn excuse about the referees.
Allow me to just chime in with some of the chat here. Jersey G, Bart on his way to losing us.
How am I losing y'all? I've been pro Knicks. I've been all for it. I've been all in. But you can't say it's the refs, man. That's
Brian,
weak sauce.
I love the black heat on Bart.
That's weak sauce. That's weak sauce, man. Don't let your team buy into it. You know what? You know what used to happen when I used to go to the sideline? And be like, hey, man, hey, coach, man, he holding me. Oh, well, what the hell you going to do about it? Oh, I'm sorry. You got your Kotex on? That's what they say. You got your Kotex on? Oh, he's holding you. You got two hands, right? He holding you, break his damn hand. Like it's up to them to police it.
Let's see.
When it listen, dude. Okay, let me tell me this. Dude hit your 6 foot. First of all, it's a big dude picking on a little dude, right? When Wemby pushes him, right? Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
He pushes your best player, and you ain't do nothing about it. Well, where I'm from, somebody hit your quarterback late.
That's where
consequences of repercussions. Where the hell was somebody taking a foul or getting a technical foul? It's you okay to get a technical? Some technical fouls are good.
Yes, I agree with that.
You know what
some 15-yard penalties are good.
Exactly. You know what would have happened? What would have happened if Cat was right there as the local big man that outweighs Wemby by about 70 pounds while he was smiling in Brunson's face like, little man, what you gonna do about it? And he came over like big bruh and hit him with the forearm to the chest. Yeah, you gonna get the technical foul, but I guarantee you Wemby would have had a bruised sternum. Remember what happened when the Morris twins hit Jokic?
Yeah.
He went and hit him in the back of his ribs, and he didn't play for 2 months. Right? He got one flagrant foul because Jokic don't play that. So where was somebody that was on the court to protect Brunson?
That I 100%
So
agree
miss me with that soft stuff. This is supposed to be New York. You got a 7-footer that's 270 pounds, and a dude just pushed your captain. I'd have smacked the dog shit. I'd have smacked the crepes out his ass.
Justin, did you get that? Just in case? Justin, you didn't quite get there. But close.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't people calling up being mad about that? They keep talking about, oh, Wemby should have got a personal, he should have got a technical foul. Well, Cat should have got a flagrant foul. He should have at least got a flagrant one. I'd have pushed this out or wrapped this skinny ass all over the scorer's table.
I told you what Amon Shumpert said. That's when Mitch goes to the official when he comes back into the game.
No!
Let me finish. That's when Mitch goes to the official when he comes back into the game. Fix this or I'm gonna.
It's premeditated. In the heat of the battle. Like, you know what Charles Barkley said? He said, this team reminds me of the 2004 Detroit Pistons, right?
The Knicks.
Yes, he said that.
Yeah.
Right? So I ain't bringing up the Pistons off some fake stuff, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
Right? What would have happened if somebody hit Chauncey Billups like that?
Obviously, you would have had Rasheed Wallace hammer someone.
Or Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
What would happen if somebody hit Rip Hamilton like that?
Yes.
And that's Shaq included.
No, listen, I agree on all that.
So miss me with that should have been a flagrant. Don't call up about that play. Because Karl Anthony Towns just took his big 7-foot, 270-pound ass and smacked the crepes out of his sternum.
Two things can be true. It should have been a flagrant, but you can do something about it.
And it should have happened right then. See, that's the true definition of having your teammates back. It's got to be on site.
I agree.
Instantaneously.
I don't disagree with this at all. It's 100% true.
Come on, man. It's New York, man. We ain't soft like
Brunson
that.
Cannot feel like he's out there alone.
Yeah. I'm looking like, man, y'all got this little 7'2" dude laughing at me. Somebody should at least shoved his ass from the back and got a foul. It should have been a technical foul. And then what they would have had to do? They would have had to go back and review it.
There was enough reviews in the fourth quarter that allowed Wembanyama to stay on the damn court the entire quarter.
Right.
How many fouls and reviews did we have that basically slowed that game down to a grinding halt?
Where was OG? It would have been a one right to the low back. I should have saw Wemby head snap back like a Pez dispenser.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The Knicks have said and done all the right things as we got through this 13-game winning streak. San Antonio on the other side of it, and I know they beat OKC. You could see the emotion. They have a good team. And there's a reason why they won 62 games. San Antonio's a great team. You're not going to steal the will of this San Antonio team like you've done in the last two series. Like, you have to beat this team.
DiPietro and Rothenberg. Morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York. and streaming live on YouTube.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
New York City, get ready as Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th, right in the middle of the biggest sports weekend of the summer. With more than 500 athletes and celebrities, every major league, and hundreds of thousands of fans for the ultimate sports fan experience. Get your exclusive merch, rare trading cards, free photo ops, and a full tailgate zone all weekend long. Grab your tickets before they're gone at fanaticsfest.com.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code ADVANCE to borrow up to $10,000.
Knick fans, tomorrow, join Don, Hahn, Rosenberg, live broadcast, Stout NYC, 2 blocks from the Garden, 215 West 35th Street, before Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Guys are breaking it all down, talking matchups and getting you ready for tip-off. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live tomorrow, Stout NYC, all starting at 3 p.m. From all accounts, I guess it was a good crowd yesterday at Stout, and that was kind of inside the zone where you could not drive and you could only walk, and you had to have, I am going specifically to this place, or, I had to have a credential or whatever, ticket, to be able to get inside the zone or show where you were going. And I guess it turned out reasonably well. I would like to hear from anybody that was there in it. I know we had the incident, the arrests up at Bryant Park. I don't know if we had really too many other major problems last night. And I can only imagine what it was like trying to get around. I'm sure it was very difficult. What I thought was odd at one point is that on 33rd Street, where Plaza 33 is,
they
had the Larry O'Brien trophy out, and nobody could get to it. Like, it's just completely empty around it. So you couldn't, like, it's out there to take pictures with it, and you couldn't do that.
It's like one of those things, like, somebody come from a crane and come down and get it, and you're like one of those, like, spy movies.
Exactly.
But I tell you what, man, like, from what I heard, like, people say that whether it's Central Park, whether it was in Brooklyn, like, it wasn't the same. And because I think people really wanted to be outside the stadium so they can feel
I'm sure they did.
The energy, see the celebrities go into, like, the secret entrance, sit there and feel the whole vibe. And it just didn't feel the same. It wasn't the routine and what they was used to. So
it'll be back tomorrow night at least.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be back tomorrow night.
Back for Game 4.
Hopefully. I would assume that it would be back for Game 4. I'm assuming that the majority of that had to do with the president. So
all of that had to do with the president. Yeah. Let me tell you something that got lost in the midst of the booze. Listen, that dude, I don't know that dude name per se. I just know him because he used to date somebody that I know.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy who sang the national anthem.
Oh, what a job he did.
He should date somebody that I know, right? But I don't know his name.
He's in The Wiz on Broadway.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Okay. That was one of the best renditions of the national anthem. That is up there with Jennifer Hudson. It's below Marvin. It's below.
It was Avery Wilson.
It's below Whitney, of course.
It's not Whitney, yeah.
But that might have been top.
It's up there.
I mean, Aretha. It might be like top 10, man.
That was good.
Of ever.
I agree. That was very, very
good. And it got lost.
Well, when they cut back to him, they were cheering.
Yo, he blew the roof off that mother.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Pretty good. He sang it so good that they need to let him come back and sing it next game without minus the booze because we can just go straight singing.
I would think that I don't know if he's going to be back again, but
it's good enough. He should have a residency there, like So I never seen it because before they tried to make the national anthem so political and all that stuff, the teams were never out when the national anthem was sang, right? But then when they tried to do it, like I didn't realize that the guy Clarence from the E Street Bands used to always play at the Jets game.
Clarence Clemens, yeah,
yes, with the saxophone.
Yeah,
I never knew that. Because we never saw it.
Because you guys weren't on the field for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he had a residency. I know this ain't he's for East Street Band.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away, what I'm saying. But he was East Street Band is the name of the band, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying is I believe that this guy is good enough that the Garden should give him a contract for at least 30 games out the year.
That was pretty good.
Wilson's done every single home game this postseason.
Where the hell have I been?
I don't know. They haven't really televised it until recently. The only reason why I know that
I was
is
at
working the
game
games.
1 of the last series of the conference finals.
So he's already got a residency. See, like I said, I only know him because he used to date somebody that I know. I know every time. I know that person was mad as hell when they were watching him sing so good.
We were probably just paying extra attention to it last night because of everything around it.
Well, they never show the national anthem unless it's the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, even so, like I didn't notice how amazing it was when I was at the game last round if he had done that.
I didn't see him last game. I thought I was there. Somebody else must have filled in for that day.
Anyway.
I would boo the hell out of somebody if they bad. They bad. Man, you better not be bad.
You're Carl Lewis. You got a problem.
Carl Lewis, Roseanne. Well, Roseanne did on purpose. Never mind. Carl's was serious as hell. Carl,
yes.
Wait, I'm going to fix it.
Even when he said, uh-oh.
You know what? When we come back. Yes. Uh-oh, don't worry, I'm going to fix it. And he said uh-oh to himself. Uh-oh, can't touch this.
All right, let's get some audio files. Hit it!
The audio file.
Sorry, that was a little loud. That was a little aggressive on my part. I didn't even mean for it. I heard a little blank space of time where there was no noise, and I just said, let me fill this.
Yeah.
Just a little silence.
Uh-oh. There you should say uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'll make up for it now.
You can't make up for it, brother.
And the Rockets. Red flag. Uh-oh.
We're getting ready for the Knicks to sword fight with the Cavs.
Uh-oh.
We have to cancel the Bauer Hour now, too. It's tainted.
Yesterday,
the Bauer Hour got his first L.
It did take its first L yesterday.
Got a little aggressive yesterday, too.
Oh, you did.
That the Yankees are clearly more important to you.
The Bauer Hour's going on. Shut up, Chris.
He was feeling. He was swagged out.
He was.
He was like, man, I'm the lucky charm.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would have listen, if they would have went undefeated through the Bauer Hour, they probably would have let you come to the parade and put you on the float.
Put you right next to Avery Wilson.
I would have been very happy with that.
All right, Tom, what do we got?
All right, so we heard from Mike Brown about the free throw discrepancy and all that. So we know that's kind of what Mike Brown was trying to do. He was trying to get the attention of the league. Brian Windhorst even confirmed that last night. This is what the players had to say. Let's start with Karl Anthony Towns because he by far had the best quote about it.
No, that didn't cost us the game. Turned the ball over, didn't execute, didn't do what got us 13 straight wins in a row. That's how you lose a game. We didn't do what we've been doing for 13. We decided to do something different. It ain't going to work. And throwing the ball away is a clear indication of how you're going to lose a game, especially in the playoffs.
And just one more from the foul discrepancy, this one from the captain.
I think we turned the ball over a lot, first and foremost, but then also we were fouling a lot and put them at the line about 30 times with our live ball turnovers, and I got them out in transition. And they were capitalizing off of those. So we were definitely fouling a lot.
There you go.
Look.
Own it, brother.
And in him saying that, we were fouling a lot. He was also saying that they weren't calling the fouls on them in a very subtle way.
But that's how you do it. Yeah. You're not going to get empathy by trying to call out the refs. They stick together, man.
Well, when the head coaches do it and they're not known for doing it, like Mike Brown's not a guy that complains terribly often. So when he opens up his mouth, he knows what he's doing before he goes in there. He knows exactly what he's doing. And I don't think there was any doubt that they probably Actually, here's Wendy real quick. Can I play this from here?
Oh, absolutely.
This is Wendy on that, on Mike Brown's comment post-game.
I know Mike Brown, and I have covered Mike Brown at times when he's been upset with officiating in the playoffs. And he has had a conscious conversation with the front office. Do we go in there and make an issue of the officiating? And while I don't know for sure, I suspect that they made a decision, let's go in there and make this a topic of conversation.
I'm sure they did. I am sure they did because they want it to be discussed
so
Rose it's a little more even next time.
Leon Rose ordered the code red.
All right, next.
All right, so now let's hear a little bit more from Mike Brown, not about the foul discrepancy, but rather on how this team will respond from the loss in Game 3.
I told our guys it's a 7-game series for a reason. They're a great team. They're well coached. They got an iconic player, you know. It's not going to be easy. We have to keep trying to take one game, one possession at a time, but there are some things that we can control that I didn't think that we controlled tonight. Maybe we fouled 24 times, but I'm baffled that they only fouled 8 in the second half.
Listen, it did also have to do with timing because those fouls that the Knicks had occurred relatively early in the quarters that put San Antonio in the bonus as well. So that played a role in it too.
One punch.
But listen, more should have been called. Nobody's arguing that. It's just not why they lost. Next.
Oh, you're going right to me right away. Excellent. I wasn't ready for that for a second.
Good 35, 40 seconds there. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Didn't have much to say. He's just kind of checking some movie line I didn't
No.
get,
You want us to filibuster?
No, I'm good. I just wasn't expecting that right away. I was going through all the Wemby stuff, making sure I know what I wanted to play.
Okay.
And that allowed me enough
you were
time.
Prepared for the segment.
Yeah, exactly. So, at any rate, Wemby
I'm sorry, that was a very Dave Rothenberg thing to say.
Well, listen, I've heard much worse from Dave Rothenberg. That doesn't upset me at all.
That's fair.
Victor Wembanyama, did going on the road help your team refocus?
Yes. At home, it really feels like playing 6 against 5, and here it feels like playing 5 against 6, but it really shows what teams are made of.
So what changed in Game 3 for the Spurs?
Most importantly, it feels like it's communication. Knowing our coverages, knowing our best on defense, knowing our plays on offense, being there early, and letting our teammates know what to do if we see things.
And you're always going to have that one question from a reporter. If somebody does something good in MSG, they're going to be labeled the villain of MSG. And Victor Wembanyama was asked about becoming a villain.
Is that kind of the ultimate compliment?
I guess I'm nowhere near Trae Young level, though.
What'd he say?
I'm nowhere near Trae Young level, though.
Not yet.
I Trigger get taken straight. Yeah.
Because
Trigger sent you home. That's why you're not Trae Young yet. you send them home for the championship, you gonna elevate right there. They gonna have a Ghostbuster sign for you. Like that'd be funny if they had him as an alien. They had the Ghostbusters like shooting and had him like stuck into like the I forgot what it was.
All right, good talk.
I
Next.
was hoping Tom. I was hoping Tom had the nerdy name for the ray gun that they had.
Yeah, what was the ray gun for the Ghostbusters? What was the name of the gun?
The Ecto something?
No, that's the Ectomobile was the name of the car.
I'm going to have to look that one up. My nerd brain.
I keep forgetting that Tom wasn't born then.
Dynamite drop in, Tom.
Yeah.
Name of
I tried.
You have an excellent segment, by the way.
Ray.
I have an excellent segment. What's that supposed to mean?
You on point.
It was called the particle thrower. The particle thrower.
The particle thrower.
There you go.
That's kind of a crappy name for something that sucks in the ghosts.
Yeah. Better.
At any rate, so
snot.
Proton pack.
Proton pack. Yeah. Proton pack.
Tom, go ahead.
I got one more for you, and this is kind of the overarching theme of the series. Stephon Castle highlights it in yesterday's press conference. They are built for a physical series, that being the Spurs.
I feel like our previous series kind of prepared us for, the physicality that they bring. I feel like we're just built for it. We have a lot of guys that, aren't going to back down. We all, stand together, regardless of what happens on the court. So, us just being physical throughout the whole 48 minutes, I feel like it's grown as part of our brand of our basketball. So,
listen, the Spurs are a physical team. They are a good team. None of this is a mystery. None of this was a surprise coming into the series. So if you feel all of a sudden like you're panicking over losing one game, you've lost sight of where you are in the grand scheme. And you've lost sight of the fact, and the reason that's happened is because you won 13 in a row, and all of a sudden it became that easy. It's not that easy.
You forgot that it was going to be a dogfight, and you got to be prepared for a dogfight, right? So that's pretty much what it is.
Yes.
You got to be prepared any means necessary. Like you hope it's easy, but it's not really.
Let me ask you something right now.
Championship easy peasy, unless you in football and you just beat the hell out of the person one time.
Let's go around the room real quick. Joe Leo, Knicks still winning this series?
Yes.
Tom Bauer, your Knicks fandom aside, analysis. Knicks still winning this series?
Not a down the world. They're winning.
Okay. I asked you to put everything else aside.
I did put everything aside.
You can't say not a doubt in the world. Bart, Knicks still winning this series?
Yeah.
I think the same thing.
Now
we said Knicks in 6 before this.
Now
if you lose
the
game
next
4,
game,
then you're going to sweat.
Yeah.
Then we're in a squeeze box. Then we got a problem. Then we got to sweat. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
The Spurs.
And the Spurs hand the Knicks just their 3rd loss of the entire postseason.
The NBA Finals.
They're a great team. They're well coached. They got an iconic player, It's not going to be easy.
NBA Finals Game 4 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
Hey Yankees fans, join us at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, June 20th as we celebrate Aaron Judge winning the 2025 American League Most Valuable Player Award. It's Aaron Judge MVP Bobblehead Day, presented by T-Mobile. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will receive a special bobblehead commemorating Judge's MVP season. The Yankees take on the Cincinnati Reds Saturday, June 20th. Get your tickets now at Yankees.com/tickets.
Sure, keeping things casual has its time and place. But sometimes simply playing to have fun isn't enough. So when you're looking for a way to up the ante, try these 5 simple words. Play you for an ultra? That always seems to do the trick. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Soccer fans join Don Hahn and Rosenberg for a live broadcast presented by Milagro Tequila. Live from Platt Deutsch in Franklin Square, Long Island. Friday, June 12th, starting at 3 p.m. Get there early, grab a Milagrosa cocktail, and be part of the live, passionate soccer atmosphere as the guys talk matchups, storylines, and all the action. Don Hahn and Rosenberg live Friday, June 12th at Platt Deutsch in Franklin Square, starting at 3 p.m. Brought to you by Milagro Tequila.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. ESPN New York YouTube channel. My friends, Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 6:40, Yankees travel to the Guardian. 7:10, Mets host the Cardinals. Coverage begins on 880 ESPN, starting at 6:30. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying a Tullamore Dew responsibly. The Caster in the house today. I dig that. Not on the trip to Cleveland.
Looking like one of the Gottis, too. You know what I'm saying? With that sweater. Them stripes in the front is classic gangster style.
He does have the pseudo bowling shirt with the stripes down
but it's knit,
front.
though. Knit, though. Looked like it was cashmere.
Yeah. Like he
Summer
just
cash.
He just choppered in from the casino in Atlantic City.
Like, hey, we got the contract. What contract? The concrete contract. Like,
did you take care of that thing? You know, the thing.
The thing.
We got it. Although I
on.
personally don't believe that the mafia exists. I don't think it's a big farce and myth. Gil in Brooklyn is next. ESPN New York. Gil, what's going on? Gil!
I'm a little aggravated, but I'll get over it. Yeah. You don't hear me?
I got you now.
We got you, Gil.
Okay, what's the name? They didn't lose the game because of officiating. They played badly. But the officiating helped the matter because there were too many blown calls, too many things that got by and under the eyes of these officials. And it just made the whole them playing bad look and feel worse. They need to come out with force. And last night, they didn't come out with force. That whole first quarter was dictated by San Antonio, and that shouldn't have happened. Then it's the first home game. You're up 2-0, trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, but we can't. I understand where you're going with it, but we can't point to that when they led by 7 at the half. They played an unbelievable second quarter.
No,
where the problem is the
you
third.
want to know why I say you can? You want to know where I can say you can? is because you had to put the effort in to try to overcome the deficit that you were in the first quarter. Yes, it carried over to where you had a 40-something point quarter, which was good, and you went in with a 7-point halftime lead. But the fact that you had to fight to get that, to come back from being in the hole from the first quarter, it takes away from you. And it takes away from the fact that they did not play good. And again, I can't emphasize on it enough. The officiating wasn't the cause of that, but it did help the matter of them playing bad.
Yeah, but being up 7, they had more than enough to be able to kind of to come back and do what they needed to do.
Bigger problem was how you played in the third quarter. Because if you remember game 2, you finished the half strong, you took the lead, and then in the third quarter you extended the lead. And you really gave yourself some more wiggle room so that when they do make their run later on, you can answer back and it's not as hard. I understand what you're saying about the effort in coming back. I think that's true, but the lead was sizable enough going into halftime where you were getting a break that shouldn't have been the issue. I know first quarter, listen, I'm not going to argue. First quarter, they did not come out crisp by any stretch. They did look like, they threw the ball away a couple of times in the first quarter.
The Spurs looked like the more desperate team, and Wemby made it a point of emphasis.
Listen, I'll be honest, the Knicks looked a little nervous.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, playing in Madison Square Garden a lot of times is not the advantage that people would think from home court, because I think it's also an advantage for the opposing team as well.
800-919-3776. We mentioned earlier today the Hoop Collective. Well, Brian Windhorst, Tim Bontemps, Tim McMahon. Tonight, special live edition of the Hoop Collective in New York City, 7:30 tonight, Gotham Comedy Club. The crew's going to break down all the latest from the NBA Finals. Knicks taking on the Spurs. Special guests from around the league. ESPN New York has your chance to score tickets at ESPNNewYork.com or on the ESPN New York app. Just find the contest tile and submit your entry. Also go to GothamComedyClub.com. Again, it's Windhorst, it's Bontemps, it's McMahon. It is a great time, 7:30 tonight, live in the city at Gotham Comedy Club. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The biggest stage in world soccer is days away, and every goal changes everything. And now FanDuel is giving you a reason to root for every single one of them. Introducing Every Goal Pays. You bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Every goal pays. You bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Must apply bonus token. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals. And the Knicks just their third loss of the entire postseason.
You got a series now. There's this level of cockiness almost with them.
I feel like we're just built for it. we have a lot of guys that aren't going to back down.
They have this belief that they're the better team.
NBA Finals is now a 2-1 series heading into Game 4 on Wednesday.
That game on Wednesday night is the make-or-break game of this series.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is the Michael K. Show.
For all those people that would call in and say, I don't care what he does in the regular season. I only care what he does in the postseason. Now, let's see how they do without him in the regular season and how important he is in the regular season, no matter what he does in the postseason. Because there might not be a postseason if there's no Aaron Judge and his exploits in the regular season.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Kansas is offering 10% off qualifying Pella projects and 50% off qualifying Pella installations. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
This is your home for the Eastern Conference champion New York Knicks and the NBA Finals. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That really was not great. It was not what we were looking for. It was not good. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel where you should be over there watching the show, commenting on the show. We get your comments in all throughout the course of the program, and we continue to invite you to do that. Also at 800-919-3776 after a crappy Knicks loss last night, and now still up 2-1 in the NBA Finals. But it is noon, so let us feel a little bit better about ourselves for just a moment, because noon means what?
I got this, Tom. It's the power hour. Hour.
11 for Brunson?
Yes, sir.
As Bart just points up to the screen and Brunson getting trucked on the baseline.
No, I'm just watching also like Brunson like when he got smacked, mushed in the back of the head. Like when he got mushed in the back of the head, I'm also looking at the fact that, Karl Anthony Towns and Johnson are going in like some type of MMA combat fight. So maybe the refs was looking at that. That's why they missed the pimp smack to the back of the head.
Well, last night was one of those games that how it got away from the Knicks was disappointing because they played such an amazing second quarter, took control of the game. It looked an awful lot like Game 2. And yet in the third quarter, it just got away from them. What I cannot take is the people complaining about the officiating and thinking that that's why they lost the game. It is not why they lost the game. If you lost sight of the fact that the San Antonio Spurs won 62 games this year, you're just not paying attention. And that is a really good basketball team that needed to respond, and they did. And now you're in a series. Now it is not just all going to be an easy road to hoe the entire way. Yeah. You have seen a 13-game winning streak, which was absolutely remarkable. So it came to an end last night.
Yeah.
But this is about the Knicks' resilience. That's what it's supposed to be about.
It's about the Knicks responding, right? San Antonio responded. Nobody thought it was going to be easy. Now you have to respond, right? You're in your house. You would think that if you was up 2-1 and your next game was in your house, you would say that, hey, this is right where I want to be. So you got to keep it in perspective, right? They punched, we punched, they punched back. Now it's time for us to see what we're made of when things aren't convenient for us, right? We're still up in this game. We're still up in this series. We'll get it done. And by any means necessary, the first championship in 53 years is right here. But you got to go take it. Nobody's going to give it to you. You got to make the adjustments. I think Brunson's going to watch the film. He's going to be critical of himself, and they're going to have something for if they want to put a 6'5" guard on arguably your best player. You're going to say in Cat, you're going to say, hey, we need to get him more touches. Cat had 10 shots? Not even that. Maybe 10?
I believe it was just 10.
That's crazy work. And Bridges, come on, man. We know you're the defensive stalwart, but we need you to be a little bit more responsible because I think that threw the rotation off. That was early in the game, and I think that created holes.
That was the Bridges last night that we've been criticizing all year.
Exactly. So that's exactly what we can't have, right? And he was like that because he couldn't stay on the floor of the game for the first half. So he only had one half, so he got cold because he wasn't in the floor of the game. He wasn't out there, and Brunson turned into, as Jay Will named him this morning, Jalen Harden Brunson.
He had some James Harden to him last night, and it was the Brunson that we have seen many, many times before that has, frankly, done great things many times before. And the
Game one was great things.
The instinct is to return to your default setting, so to speak, when things are not going particularly well. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened last night. And unfortunately, as much as the Knicks have adapted throughout the playoffs with how they've played offensively, last night they didn't do that. I'll tell you something else that bothered me that they didn't do. Mike Brown did not have a great game last night. Mike Brown did not have a great game last night because two things. Number one, you went from, if I'm not mistaken, about the 4.5-minute mark in the third quarter all the way down to the 9.5-minute mark in the fourth quarter without Brunson on the floor. Wembanyama was on the bench. Brunson had to be on the floor at some point during that to take advantage of it, and he wasn't. And that really bugged me. I mean, you tried, what you were trying to do was to stay afloat with Jordan Clarkson and Alvarado too long.
Yep.
It's one thing to try to do it for, let's say, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. It's another thing to try to do it for 7 minutes with the quarter break in between as well. I felt like that was the juncture where the game got away from the Knicks. It's not like, listen, the lead didn't jump to 10, but it was up to 5 at that point, and I felt like that's where the Spurs started to get some of their momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, in taking advantage of the rotation. I mean, Dylan Harper, uber aggressive. Castle had himself, I think, one of the best games offensively and defensively, in the physicality. Like, usually, we always say this all the time. Usually the most physical team wins, right? And I don't care what sport that is. Usually the more aggressive team wins, right? And the Spurs came out as the more aggressive and the more desperate team, which is natural because that's what you expect, right? They're in a hostile environment. They've been with each other the entire time. They know it's us against the world. They knew the atmosphere was going to be crazy. And they kind of silenced the crowd early by what they did in the first quarter. Now, the crowd returned back when the Knicks went on that crazy run. And then the Spurs seized the momentum again. And, they went back and forth, and the game got tight. But ultimately, Castle with the big three. And, you can say you don't know who to blame for game 2 when he's running and Wemby don't know and he throws it and hits him in the back. Right, and they didn't get an opportunity, and that's like one cause. This series can easily be 2-1 either way, or 3-0 either way, but maybe not either way. It could be 3-0 for the Knicks.
Yeah.
It would be 2-1 for them because I think the Knicks just out. Brunson was just
Knicks could have lost one of those first 2 games.
The Brunson was outstanding in game 1.
Yep, and they won game 2 by a point.
Yeah.
And
two turnover and all the
and they had blown a 14-point lead down the stretch of that game. So it was a game that they absolutely could have lost. But here's where we are. We're at 2-1 Knicks. There is no need for anybody to panic and really get worked up over what's happened.
Mm-hmm. Everybody need to keep a cool booty. Okay?
Exactly.
Keep that cool booty. And listen, even though Mike Brown, to your point, said that, the refs got to do a better job, he also talked about where they lost. Right? He also spoke about how they didn't move
where
the basketball.
the offense was so stagnant.
Exactly.
Here it is.
We're just playing a lot of drag into what we call summertime, which is just kind of ball movement and body movement. We just wanted to stand and watch one guy dribble a ton. And then when the ball got passed, there were no quick decisions by the guy receiving the basketball. So we have actions we can get into that we didn't do a good job of getting into, first of all, but it's okay because you're not going to be able to run plays all the time, especially with how physical they are playing defensively. Sometimes you just got to go by guys. But you got to be smart. You got to take care of the basketball. You got to space right. You got to move the ball. You got to move bodies, and we've done that, quite a bit. And we didn't do a good job of it tonight.
The moving the ball was a real problem.
Right, and my interpretation as well is when he's talking about we had opportunities. Sometimes you just got to go by guys because they were closing out so hard. A couple of times on Wemby, Wemby comes out, they were able to blow right by him, and then now you got to shoot your shot because now you've broken the defense down. And they did that a lot. But for the most part, when I hear we played like it was summertime, that tells me that it's open gym.
Street ball.
Right, and dudes get the ball, and everybody kind of watch and see it's my turn to go do my thing. So to me, the hidden language and the code language was him also talking to his team, that we played selfish basketball and that we didn't move the basketball so the ball didn't have energy. Because he said, hey, when we were playing isolation basketball and then when we dribbled the ball, the guy didn't do nothing with it because he only had one opportunity. Like, here's the ball, do something with it, and then it's only 5 seconds to go. What if I don't have a good shot? Because now the defender that you just gave the ball, you just put the ball in front of, knows he only has to defend for maybe one move. So he can bite on the move because it can't be a counter move because the damn shot clock damn near almost done. So they got to really assess themselves, be self-critical of themselves, watch the film and say, man, let's play together, man, because that's how they got here. They got here with the ball spraying all over the place. They got here because a lot of their scores were assisted scores, and it wasn't isolation ball.
Some of the comments coming in at ESPN New York YouTube chat. David Brooklyn, JB turns into ISO Brunson when he struggles and the opponent gets in his head like CJ did during the Atlanta series. But they were able to adapt from that.
See, but this is the thing. They don't have to, even when the Spurs, they always had a fish.
Yeah.
The Spurs don't have a fish. That's the issue. They don't got a fish. They don't mind if you switch off to Dylan Harper. They don't mind if he goes to Vasquez or Campani. They're good with all that. So, when Brunson get there, nobody's running a double team at him. Nobody's running a double team with Brunson when he crosses midcourt. They're picking him up full court, and by the time he's getting there, it's 8 seconds when he gets past the past half court. And at that point, now you got to make some decisions, and it's not easy to get into the offense.
Hey, New York fans, you need to hear this. This summer, all lines lead to Champs Sports Fan Central Station. It's a soccer pop-up shop open right in the heart of the city, 125 West 33rd Street. It is the soccer destination in New York. Jerseys for every national team you ride with, USA, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and way more, all under one roof. If you want to gear up, rep your country, and feel the energy of the city, Champ Sports Fan Central Station, 125 West 33rd Street. That is where you need to be. 800-919-3776. Let us return to some of your calls. Frank and Syosset is next on ESPN New York. Frank, what's up, baby?
Good morning, guys. In the words of Michael Strahan, Bart and Chris, believe it and it will happen. They didn't have a little bit last night. That's all. Maybe they were a little tired. Bart, like you said, that free throw differential, driving to the basket. There's so many factors in the game, but all right, they won 13 in a row. No team's going to come back and win 4 in a row and win this thing. We're going to win this thing. Believe it, and it will happen.
Listen, I don't think anybody needs to be worried at the moment, okay? Now, if you want to make the proclamation that the winner of Game 4 wins this series, I get it. I understand it. I mean, there is, I would say, an equal amount of pressure on both teams. For San Antonio, you cannot go home down 3-1. And if you're the Knicks, going back to San Antonio at 2-2 wipes out everything you did at the beginning of the series, and then it's best 2 out of 3, and 2 of those games are not at home. Now, the Garden, as much as it kills me to say it, has not exactly been great home court for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, it has been in the previous 2 series, but remember, they also lost one of the games at home to the Hawks in game
Lost to the Pistons.
2. Last year, they went 4-5 at home
Double
in the
bouncing.
postseason. And so I think right now, over the last 2 years, there's something like 10-6, something 11-6, something like that, after the last couple of rounds. So having said all of that, understand that it's an incredibly important game 4. You want to claim the winner of it wins the series? That's fine.
I'm still going winner game 5. If
the winner of game 5 statistically is always the
tied
one.
up. If tied up.
But
you don't want the
if you're
Spurs to get
down
home
3-1,
court advantage back. You do not want the Spurs to get home court back.
Yes. You do not want them to take that advantage back. Even though the home court I just laid out may not be that big of a deal, but still.
Which is why, and this is a problem, like this is also why Brunson had a bad game, because they also attacked him offensively, right? So, like, if he's not efficient on the offensive side and he has the turnovers, which led to, like, some fast breaks, then he's not efficient defensively. Like, I felt like he's been holding his own, like he hasn't been a liability this series. But they have said, hey, attack their best guy.
Soul checking in on the chat. No need to panic. Knicks fans would have signed for a 2-1 lead. Of course they would have.
Yeah, but we also can sense that maybe momentum could be shifting. So that's where we're getting nervous at, right? Because I think the Spurs felt like, hey, they should have won game 2 and they won game 3. So, this is okay. Let me try and explain to everybody how delusional athletes are. We are accustomed, and we are so great at lying to ourselves and telling us that we're here because of a certain thing. And, like, coaches are lying to you, like, we should be up 2-1. Now, we can't do nothing about that. But come on, man. We're a better team, and we've been a better team, and we gave it to them. The only reason they have a 2-1 lead is because we gave it to them because we didn't finish, but we have an opportunity. All we have to win, and coaches are smart in being able to compartmentalize, like, short goals, right? So they're saying, hey, man, let's just win one quarter. Right, let's just do this. So, like, the team that's winning, the coach, his words aren't as powerful. I mean, they are when you're doing something like in the Atlanta series, like they believe, like, because it's working so well, right? But, like, when it's mixed results on stuff because it's gritty and it's hard and it's tough, like, sometimes it's the winning team doesn't buy in as much as the losing team because they got nothing they got no hope but hope itself, so to speak. So, like, coaches are like psychologists. Like, they lie to you. They blame and they give you the excuse of why you're losing. And then now that the Spurs have won, like, see, told you, right? And it started with Greg Popovich. And I keep forgetting the message that he said. But it started with Greg Popovich when they left. He gave him the message, like, don't doubt your work, right? Basically going to the Kenny Atkinson, hey, statistically, we should be able to beat them. And they saying statistically, Josh Hart can't beat us. And he had a lot of pivotal shots that didn't fall in the second half that failed in the first half. Shamet, a guy that's been shooting at a high clip. Like, eventually the analytics and the statistics say that he can't keep shooting. He's not going to keep shooting 85% from damn three-point.
Here's what Popovich basically said, and
I was tired of filibustering. I was waiting for my dog to find it.
It's somewhat cliche, but you deal with it. This is according to Stefan Castle.
Yes.
Pretty much his message was, let the last 2 games go. It happened. They were very winnable games, and we thought we gave them those games. But we've got to let those go and focus on the next one. The next game is the most important game of the series, so try to come into that and win it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
the Knicks have to have the same kind of mentality, though.
Yeah. He said something, though. It was something about trust your work or something. But to that point, right, I'm telling you, athletes have gotten to where they gotten to because they were bold enough to believe the BS, right? Like, coaches and coach speaks, it's the corniest thing ever. Like, hey, put your goals and write them in your pocket, right? How many times have you walked into a locker room and a dude got a corny message taped to his locker? Like people, if we would say some of the things that we believe in, people say, man, that's corny. That's the stupidest stuff. But we dumb enough to believe it. Yeah. And so because we believe it, we manifest it. Right? So, like, they're lying to themselves. They made an excuse and a reason why the Knicks are up and why they're down. And because they won the next game, they believe that they can win this one. Just like nobody thought the Knicks, after the Knicks won the first one, we all thought that the series was going to go like this. When I saw the Knicks win the first one, I was like, oh, okay. The Spurs going to come back. They tired. They just been to a war. They'll win the second one. They're like, holy crap. The Knicks won the second one? That never happens. And then the Spurs saying, okay, they won on the road. Right? So do the Knicks close these guys out before they figure it out? Because these guys have figured it out in every series, whether they were up or down. To go win in OKC has given them, I think, the brashness to think that they can be, even being down 0-2, that they're right where they need to be.
But there's no doubt that it took a while for them to recover from beating Oklahoma City.
Yeah, Wemby said so much.
Yes.
But we would think that we thought that they were back game 2. They just made 2 bad plays in the last.
What the Knicks have to do here is to make sure that the first 2 games stand up.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, man, you talked about it in the first hour of the show. Knicks fans will not recover if the Spurs come back. They won't recover.
I don't even – it's one game. I don't even really want to entertain the thought yet. Suffice it to say, it would be a pretty dark time in this town.
Like, they went – look, Knicks win. Karl Anthony Towns, they got no choice. Give him the extension. $61 million.
Knicks lose, Giannis.
They're going to say we got to get over the hump.
Not even
San
going to get there.
Antonio's going nowhere.
Not even going to go there. Black Kev on the island. Kev, what's up, brother? How are you?
Black Chris, what's White Bart? What's going on, fellas?
What up?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase and be quite honest with you. That this game falls, it ain't the refs. Let that go. The refs ain't. I'm sorry. All that happened or whatever, it is what it is. This came on Cat and this came on Bridges. Bridges went back to look like Tarzan, play like Jane. Cat went back to lazy Cat. Bart, the gentleman that just called a little while ago, Chris, right? He made a point, and he led right into it when he said the name Strahan, but I was going in a different direction. I wonder if these big men, the big men that we got there, Mark Bryant or any other big man coach there, teach these guys, get themselves in a defensive end or a linebacker. Say, you know what, we're going to do some different drills. We're going to teach you guys how to swim, rip, and spin.
Yep. Okay.
You got to free yourself.
Yeah. You can pay
you
guys
free
back.
yourself because Cat doesn't do it. What's up?
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. You're talking about being able to be able to pin them.
Yeah.
To pin them, right? Especially when the guy's so much smaller than you. You talk about swim move. You hit him with that little
spin and pin.
Well, hit him. But you hit him also with that left club and put your arm over it. And because Cat's taller than him, he's gonna be able to go over and then spin and put his butt right in his stomach and pin his ass back.
Yeah.
But to do all that, I want the ball. You want me to come up here, spin, swim? You know how much energy that take, brother?
They listen.
Slap, rip, spin, sink my ass down in a squat position. I got him pinned, and then my damn point guard is dribbling the ball, ain't even looking at me.
They did not take advantage of the fact that Cat is matched up against a 6'5" guard at that point. They didn't take advantage of that nearly enough.
Nearly enough. They didn't give it to him enough.
Those are the times that, and I'm not going to go nuts on him because I'm still very high on everything he's done. All right? And I'm going to be just completely fair about it. But those are the kind of times what we saw last night when he's not demanding the ball or not saying, hey, guys, you know, I've got a ridiculous matchup here. Get me the ball. That we get on Cat for not being aggressive enough. But I'm not doing that today.
The more and more I watch that play, because they're showing it on our screens like 37 times from every different show that we have, Shamet was looking to give the ball to Cat. That action with Brunson is away from the ball, so I can understand how the ref's not watching. You got one dude being defended, Shamet, and Shamet's trying to give an entry pass, but Johnson and freaking Cat are going at it like ham. Like, were you about to call a foul on somebody? So Wemby said, you know what? He smacked this little dude in his head.
Ian Coleman on the chat, Jordan rules on Wemby. Blank him up for the 48 minutes.
But what about? But they can say Jordan rules on basically they've already said Jordan rules on Brunson.
Oh, no doubt.
The problem is
they're making it incredibly difficult for him to even bring the ball up the floor.
The tough part is they're able to defend him with one person. So it's no breaking down of the defense.
How about Mel in Jersey next? ESPN New York. Mel, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, good morning, man. It's all good. How y'all?
Good.
Kuda Matatos.
Good. They're good. You're good. Yeah, so I was at the game last night. Well, I was at Bryant Park last night, man. With the fans.
Yeah.
I was inside, too. I was inside the park, not outside with the Savages. But, yo, no matter what the score was, every bucket, man, even when they was losing, I'm like one of those fans who be like, yo, we're losing, don't cheer. Bro, they were screaming for every bucket. It was electric. It was crazy. And then secondly, Bart, there's always an argument about what's easier to win, an NBA championship or an NFL championship. And looking at this series, how close the Knicks were. Bro, but, yo, the Knicks are coming close to winning and losing. It could change at a drop of a dime, but I respect your opinion, and I just wanted to hear that, man.
Yeah, the NBA championship is so much harder to win because it is hard to beat. So much can happen in 7 contests.
Yeah.
You can have a bad play. You can have a hard play. You can have somebody get injured. Right? Football, you jump on somebody make one mistake that they'll remember for the rest of their life, could cost you the game, a drop pass, a fumble, right? Or interception for a touchdown or a sack fumble. And it can ruin the entire game, and the better team doesn't always win. Now, you talk about in basketball, usually the best team wins because it is hard to beat somebody 4 times.
Mel, lay it out for me a little bit last night. Paint the picture of what that scene was like. He's gone. Son of a mother, Mel, you hung up. I didn't do it. I wanted to hear what it was like at Bryant Park, and he said the Savages outside. I know they had the arrests. I think was that outside Bryant Park? I think it was outside Bryant Park that the arrests actually happened. But it was like 20, roughly, something like that?
Roughly 24, yeah.
Roughly 24, okay. But nothing, I don't want to say nothing serious, but it's obviously not ideal to have that happen, but we didn't, as far as we know, we didn't have anybody seriously get hurt. Okay, fair enough. Listen, wherever it was going to be last night, there were going to be some incidents happening, whether or not we had them at Plaza 33 or wherever.
Whenever you got a bunch of people, whether it's a party or whatever it is, a celebration, a concert, it's always going to be some, but you can't judge the many on the few.
No.
Like, long as the vibe for the most part was the fact that it was nice and it was kosher, and you got a couple people that's going to do things. Like, that's going to happen on a regular day in New York.
Tom, would you have gone to that last night in one of the watch parties?
Would I have gone?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally prefer to watch the game at home with family.
Tom?
Fraud.
By the way,
fraud.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Fraud.
How about Tom the other night, Friday night?
Oh, here we
go. Bring this up real quick. We don't have to get into it too deep.
Mm-hmm.
Dan and I are doing an appearance at Monmouth Park at Caesar Sportsbook.
I remember that.
And it's like 20 minutes from where Tom lives.
Y'all went? Yeah, he lives in, I ain't going to say where he lived, but he lived right down there.
The shore.
It's named after him. He lives in his own namesake. Isn't that your town? You got some old colonizers in your family?
Tom, you're our white correspondent. What do you say?
I say that's those are some. I'm glad you're getting your information from some sources, but those sources are not true.
At any rate, Tom not only doesn't show up at our event.
Damn.
Instead of that, game 2, Mr. Knicks fan goes to the Yankee Red Sox game and sits in the upper deck.
A meaningless game. Wow, Tom.
Fraud.
Oh, listen.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. What I told you guys yesterday, you and Dan, by the way, is that I already had the obligation that I made months ago before the playoff run.
Things
I hadn't seen my friend in quite a long time.
His friend who lives in the city.
You don't think he could have came down and Carlin and Dan would have gave him the VIP treatment? You could have watched both games.
It's one thing to
probably
not come
got
and hang with
voucher.
us. It's another thing. How about you say, you know what, guys? Instead of this, Knicks are, I don't know if you know this, Knicks in the NBA Finals. How about we go out, we watch the game together? How about we do that? His sister and his friend from college, both of whom live in the city.
Right.
My sister doesn't live in the city. Let's get the facts straight.
Your sister lives next door to you, basically.
They could have came right down. They could have came right there. They could have came right there. Y'all could have hung out, watched both games. Because I'm sure if you would have asked them, hey, can you put both games on the screens? I'm sure they would have did that for you, Tom.
Well, listen, they wanted to go to the stadium. I made an obligation, so I stuck to it, and I watched the game on my phone.
Yeah. Way to support your people though. Right down the street, like it didn't cost you no gas. You would have saved money, no tolls, no nothing. You could have went in there. That's extra beers.
If it didn't happen in Tom's living room, he wasn't going. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Today with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
A sloppy Game 3 snapped the Knicks win streak, and the NBA Finals is now 2-1.
The Spurs hand the Knicks just their third loss of the entire postseason.
Can the Knicks bounce back in Game 4?
It's the first time they've lost in 2 months. It's going to happen.
That's right.
How do you respond?
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Replacing your home's AC system isn't exactly pocket change. Let's be real. Most people don't have thousands of dollars just lying around. And that's why Slomin's makes staying cool affordable. Right now, Slomin's central air conditioning makes it easier than ever to upgrade without blowing your budget. Get 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% financing for up to 18 months. Plus, every new system comes with a 5-year all-inclusive service plan, including annual system maintenance, filter replacements, and refrigerant. So there are no surprise costs down the road. Whether your system is outdated, your electric bills are through the roof, or your AC finally called it quits, Slomin's has a solution that works and a payment plan that actually makes sense. Call 516-932-7000. That's 516-932-7000. Or visit ac.slomans.com to schedule your free estimate today. Slomin's Central Air Conditioning. Because comfort shouldn't come with a price you can't afford. 18-month promo period. No payment, no interest, and no down payment offer. The offer is available through a third-party bank. On approved credit, interest is waived if loan is repaid in full during the same as cash period. Terms and conditions apply.
The Knicks.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
The Spurs.
And the Spurs hand the Knicks just their third loss of the entire postseason.
The NBA Finals.
They're a great team. They're well coached. They got an iconic player, you know. It's not going to be easy.
NBA Finals Game 4 coverage begins tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Your New York Knicks are back in the finals, and BetMGM is here for this legendary run. Get in on the championship series with odds boosts, same-game parlay boosts, and more. Whether it's another clean sweep or Knicks in 7, BetMGM offers a star-studded lineup of markets for the finals, including live bets, props, and original bets. And if you're looking to call the shots with the same precision as the Eastern Conference champions, early cash out will be offered on select bets to give you the flexibility to take your payout early. Join the Knicks and BetMGM on this march toward a ticker tape parade. Let's go Knicks. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
New York City, get ready as Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th, right in the middle of the biggest sports weekend of the summer. With more than 500 athletes and celebrities, every major league, and hundreds of thousands of fans for the ultimate sports fan experience. Get your exclusive merch, rare trading cards, free photo ops, and a full tailgate zone all weekend long. Grab your tickets before they're gone at fanaticsfest.com.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be.
Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
All right, let's do it. 800-919-3776. Hey, this July 16th through the 19th, it is the biggest weekend in sports, taking over New York City. And Fanatics Fest NYC puts you at the center of it all. The world's #1 sports fan festival returns to the Javits Center with 500-plus athletes, celebrities, and sports legends all under one roof. Get closer than ever with autographs, photo ops, live panels, and podcasts, exclusive merch drops, the tailgate zone, rare collectibles, and nonstop action across every major league. Enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN New York app. Find the contest tile to submit your entry. 800-919-3776. Brian, Manhattan, next. ESPN New York. Brian, go.
Hey, guys. What worries me, not really worry, but what concerns me is San Antonio found their late game. You know.
All right, good talk. I think what he meant to say before it was cut off is that they've kind of found themselves late in the game.
How to finish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, they largely were down 2-0 because they didn't know how to finish. Right, because
and also let's give credit. The Knicks did know how to finish.
And this is the thing. Like outside, like Castle was the finisher yesterday. And I thought maybe Fox coming down and hitting the shot in the lane.
Harper is still a problem for the Knicks.
Yeah, he's that agitating player that that's 16 points that comes from your bench.
Yeah.
Now Johnson, 6 man of the year, has not played well.
He is not at all. Not at all.
And I don't know if it's because he's spending all his energy fighting with Cat. Yeah, I mean, it could be that because. That's a big task. Yeah, I think the fact that he's fighting and getting underneath Cat with the smaller player, like a lot of people trying to do Wemby, but he's like a little stocky little Dylan Brooks type of dude, and Cat hasn't taken advantage of that. He didn't take advantage of that matchup, or Brunson didn't give him a chance to.
Couple of the comments coming in on the chat over on ESPN New York's YouTube page. Soul, Knicks got to take care of business tomorrow, though. Can't have the Spurs going back, these young boys going back with confidence home to San Antonio. No, you can't. It's a brutal spot to go home or to go back to San Antonio tied at 2. Like, that plane ride is a tough plane ride. When you go there tied 2-2 after you won the first 2 games there, just the mentality of getting on that plane like, we just completely let everything get away from us. That's tough to come back from. Brewer body, too late. They already have confidence from beating OKC. The problem about the OKC thing is that was kind of their Super Bowl in a lot of ways at the time. You just can't let them catch their breath here.
And they had more matchups, and they were confident about the matchups that they like because they don't have a true big man. Like Chet Holmgren is basically Wemby's bitch. Let's just be honest. Like he's been able to do like they got the rivalry and Chet won it in the minors when you talk about like that. But like Wemby has owned that matchup. Chet came up super small, so much so that people are saying maybe we need to trade Chet. Maybe we need to trade Chet and go with somebody else because Wemby is in this division and he's killing them.
Arturo. Damn, I haven't seen my best friend in 7 years, and I rescheduled because of the game. And I live in Texas.
Time to fraud.
Yeah, good for you, Arturo. I choose to live my life differently. I care about my friends more, I think.
But you didn't care about one. You could have invited your friends down there and say, hey, man, I got a special hookup, man. Listen, we can go gamble, and we can see the game, and I can support I want to introduce you to my guys.
It's not even that. I can get past the fact that he didn't come and hang out with us. The fact that he went to the Yankee game and watched the Knicks game on the phone, come on.
He couldn't hear the comments.
Come on.
Right. And was the game even entertaining to you?
The Yankee game?
Did you meet Aaron Judge?
No.
Did you walk through the Hall of Champions?
Aaron Judge didn't even play.
No, he didn't even play.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Did you spend $30,000 for the ice cream? Did you go to the judge's chambers?
I did have the ice cream, like chicken tender bucket dessert thing. That was very good.
Yeah, a lot of hype around that. Yeah, 3 pieces of ice cream fried like chicken tenders.
Yeah.
What a shock.
Yeah, I had 2 of those things. That was probably a regret, but they were very good.
They call that a fake Choco Taco.
Dave in the car next, ESPN New York. Dave, what's up?
What's up? I know you guys probably, go through this as your daily routine, but I just knew that the fandom, this is what I don't like about the fandom, Knicks fandom. I knew as soon as we got punched in the mouth and we got rocked, everyone would call with every type of excuse, like the Knicks have this roster loaded with everyone going to the Hall of Fame. Right. It's not that type of team. It's a team where everybody has to do their job. Everybody who gets on that floor has to execute and be clutch, and they have one guy who usually comes up clutch. Outside of that, it's team, and they're big on threes. They actually look a lot like the Boston Celtics when it comes to threes. So I'm just tired of the crying. We need to buckle down, and I'm hoping in that locker room these guys aren't as dazed as the fandom is, because as a former Marine, if someone attacks, you're supposed to lay down a base of fire. If someone attacks you, and you're supposed to throw it right back at them. That's all they have to do. That's what they get paid for. Let me know your thoughts.
I think a lot of what you're saying is fair. But what I would point to is the Knicks have had the success that they've had because of the level of depth that they've had and the way they have played team basketball. So even last night, when you have Bridges who can't throw it in the ocean, and you have Cat who's having a quiet night, you still turn around and have Josh Hart who's hitting shots and OG who's lighting it up. If it's not one guy, it's somebody else who's going to pick you up. So that's another reason why I still am not worried about where this series is headed yet.
Yeah, but listen, what if you have a historic?
Listen, one more. They lose the next game. Yeah,
right.
I'm going to be worried. Absolutely.
If you have if you have a historical performance by Wemby, because at any point, right?
I don't think Wemby's going for 41 and 24 against the Knicks.
What I'm saying is Wemby is a great player.
Yes, he is,
and he hasn't had his great game yet.
No, he had 32 last night, but he hasn't had.
But it didn't feel like
he was. He's finished 11 of 18, something like that.
It was in the flow.
Yes.
Like, he hasn't had his
dominate
I can't
the game.
miss, I'm dunking, I'm wiping everything.
Well, he looked early like he was trying to have that night.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Brunson is a guy that can have that type of game as well, but they have to do a better job in making Wemby have to work. So if he wants to go on Josh Hart, you need to set the screen, and he needs to have to face Cat. And Cat needs to be aggressive like he did in game 1 to get him in foul trouble, but also to take his legs. He was able to play the fourth quarter because he was just sitting there chilling on defense.
Look, they're going to leave him on Josh Hart quite a bit.
Yeah, but
that's what they should have been doing,
you can switch. But you can switch that.
Yeah, you can, and you got to try to do it as much as you can.
But you got to get the ball across the court before
that's why
before freaking 15 seconds.
That's why you need Hart to help more with that. He did it a few times last night. He did Alvarado. But they were playing Alvarado and Brunson together last night at one point because of it.
But because the Spurs usually they can go extremely small.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel. As many of your comments as we can get in. Keister is in the house
in the
today.
building.
Keister is here, and he looks good. And he's excited to be here.
Looks chipper.
He's having some pizza as we speak. Anyway, I don't know why I needed to tell you that. Who cares?
Condiments?
It's pizza. It's okay. Whatever.
Condiments?
No condiments. Kay's not a condiment guy. Bart Carlin.
Isn't tomato sauce condiment?
I don't think so. Ketchup is a condiment. Tomato sauce, not a condiment.
Yeah.
Tomato sauce is an ingredient, I think.
Okay.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The biggest stage in world soccer is days away, and every goal changes everything. And now FanDuel is giving you a reason to root for every single one of them. Introducing Every Goal Pays. You bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Every goal pays. You bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. That's right. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Must apply bonus token. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. We know some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engines, so when you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know, we've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, Murano, Pathfinder, or Frontier excluding S-Trim. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Frontier S-Trim 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N6/30/26.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. Future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation, and neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. And we're still doing it every day because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA. Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
The ESPN New York Beach Bash is back. Thursday, July 2nd at Bar A in Lake Como, New Jersey. Head down to the Jersey Shore and join the Michael K. Show and Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live starting at 1 p.m. Plus, there'll be appearances from DiPietro and Rothenberg, as well as Bart and Carlin. We'll have plenty of giveaways for fans in attendance, a soccer watch party, and the chance to test your skills by trying to kick a soccer goal past Rick DiPietro. Plus, music from Surfing for Daisy. It's all brought to you by Spike Dave, Boost Mobile, Miller Lite, Fanatics Fest NYC, and New Jersey Lottery. You must be at least 21 years of age to enter.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Apparently, Belichick didn't learn just about coaching from Parcells.
Well, what lets us know that they're still competing.
Yeah, apparently so. 800-919-3776. Connor Scarsdale is next on ESPN New York. Connor, are you concerned?
Connor getting out. Somebody, he sounded like Connor putting somebody in the trunk, or he getting out the trunk. And Connor has locked in the trunk.
He's got Billy Betts in there. Dave in the car is next. Dave, what's going on, dude? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, bud.
I'm not like Connor. Okay, here it is. No, I'm thoroughly positive the Knicks are winning this series. Here's Here's my problem. I don't understand why Mike Brown is not in the huddle saying, I want the ball to go to Cat on this play. I don't care what Cat does. Take this guy to the rim, get an assist. He's taking 10 shots a game, and Brunson's taking 28 shots a game. That's one problem I have. The other problem I have is this, is that the media, they just jump all over this craziness about wow, they've been moving the ball around so good. They're such a great team. They do this, they do that. They played nobody. Me, Bart, you, two guys from the street.
Dave,
three teams they beat.
Come on.
Oh, wait, let me finish.
Dave, they were blowing these teams out.
But I don't get. Can I finish, please? I just want to finish. Then you can hammer me all you want when you hang up. Okay?
That's the plan.
All right. I'm saying this is the first team they're playing that is a good team. So you have to understand that they're going to lose a game or two against the Spurs. This is normal.
Of course, losing it to the Spurs is normal. There's no doubt about that. There's a difference between saying it's the first good team they're playing and this is the best team they're playing. That I would agree with. This is the best team that they have played.
It's also the first team that they can't like find the fish, right? James Harden was the fish, and we knew that you can break down the defense, and then they were going to have to protect them. They don't have these young guys are big, they're strong, and you can tell this isn't a team that just started working on their defense, and because the finals are here, we're going to play defense. This is a team that was built on their defense, right? They played Shea Gilly straight up.
Yep.
And Brunson doesn't pose all those issues that a guy like Shea Gilly will because he's only 6'2".
Wouldn't have killed me to see Dylan play some defense like this last year.
All right.
Maybe we'll win a few more games. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, hey, man.
Now, look, he's been very good defensively. That whole team is an excellent defensive team. And I agree. There really is not a fish.
They're big and strong.
Yep.
And listen, they're showing all these clips of them like they're so disrespectful to your superstar. Like they don't mind. They'll clap like Vassell. What is it? Vassell? Is that his name?
Vassell.
Like he don't mind. Like he'll smile. Like when he's smiling when he did the flagrant foul. Like he just starts smiling. Like when he got up. Like I wish Karl Anthony Towns would have jumped up as fast as he did when Cornette, little soft ass, knocked him down. Cornette was just trying to take the ball out. He wanted to fight him and get a technical foul. But where was all that smoke when Sir Crape went and smacked Brunson in the back of the head like Debo did Smokey.
Ian checking in. Carlin, we lost because we didn't get OG involved?
OG scored 28 points.
28. He's too fast and strong for Wemby, and he's too big for Champagne. Averages 20 a game this series. If Brunson shares the ball, Knicks win by 9. That's the only sentence that made any sense was the last part, is Brunson needing to share the ball better than they did last night. The Knicks as a whole needing to share the ball better than they did last night. And I have virtually no doubt this is what really
they still
I think
only
you
lost
got to
by
hang
4.
your hat on.
That's the dumb stuff.
This has been a mentally tough team this year, okay? You need to continue to believe in that. Not just through how they handle adversity, but through how they handle success, too. So when they come out of a loss after winning 13 straight, if you don't have faith in what they're doing, what you're saying is you don't think they can handle success. Because you take one punch after all that success, you lose a game and you can't recover from it? I don't buy that.
The only thing I worry about is, well, not worry about. One thing we can say is they haven't been in a dogfight, right? So if it gets tight, do the Knicks tighten up?
But they have a player who has been an unbelievable closer.
That's true.
And listen, and I'm not saying that he's Jordan, but statistically, when it comes down to closing situations, his numbers are comparable to Jordan.
But it looks like they're making somebody else have to be Steve Kerr or somebody having to be Craig Hodges.
Yeah.
John Paxton.
Yep, somebody who's going to hit.
So that's the thing. They're making sure that now, remember for years, Jordan would do that. Just take every shot.
Mm-hmm.
Win or die by what Jordan does. And Phil pleaded to him saying, you have to get your teammate, listen, you have to know when to take over and when to get your guys involved. Get them involved early so they have confidence late. And Brunson didn't do that. How many assists did Brunson have?
Last night, 5?
Got it right here.
5 assists, 5 turnovers.
Right. I mean, that's your point guard.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be better than that. I mean, he got 25 shots. The next person that had shots was half. Like, Josh Hart got 10 shots. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns should not play a basketball game as good and as talented as he is with 10 shots.
No, I 100% agree, and Towns did not have a good night at all. I'm not going to bury him off of last night.
And really, Shamet, 1 of 8, really hurt him. Because at any point, if he'd hit 2 of those, maybe they win the game.
But again,
Clarkson gave you 10.
They lost by 4. Clarkson gave you 10. OG gave you 28. And Hart gave you what? Especially in the first
16.
half. And I think he hit 4 of those threes in the first half.
Yep.
So
it's crazy how
get it from other places when you need it.
It's crazy how Josh still was a -7.
Can I? How about this? Let's just take this for a separate thought. In the series, Brunson shooting 37%, even worse than that from 3, much worse than that from 3, and you're up 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shouldn't that say enough about what you've been able to do and have other guys actually pick up the slack for what's going on?
Tired of carrying them bums.
What happened? Did you lose a bet? What are you doing here?
Don Corleone.
Why do you want to be mean?
I'm not being mean. It's just, I don't know. It's June. I don't normally see you in June. You're usually with the Yankees on the road.
Aren't you happy to see me?
When am I not happy?
And I'm going to be in Thursday, too.
What?
I'm going to be in Thursday, too.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at
Big meeting. Big meeting Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What meeting is Thursday?
The big boss is giving a speech.
Oh, we're on the air at the time.
Well, I think we'll run some tape.
We will get caught up on it. Trust me, we'll get caught up on it. For sure.
we can replay an interview.
Yeah, one of your good. If you could find a good segment, just
replay it.
We'll replay Joe Torre for you next.
It's so good you want to hear it again, right?
WFAN. Do you know that Chris tweeted out? He goes, 50 years in the business, I could not get into the building.
I did see that.
I couldn't.
You couldn't either?
Nope.
I tried to?
My son wanted to go. I really feel like a failure.
Did you get shut out? Yeah. Wait a minute a second. Did you get shut out of the suite last night?
Yeah.
They shut you out of the suite last night?
Yeah.
Did they not know who you are? You're the freaking transmitter.
I'm not the transmitter.
They could have they didn't give you a press pass?
No, they could not.
Damn.
Wow.
And also, if you had a press pass, you couldn't go into the suite because everything was shut down because of the president.
Yeah.
Thanks. There we go.
Yeah, Charlie wanted to go and he couldn't make it happen.
I mean, usually, we got a World Series ticket,
Yeah.
And
you get him in the booth for the World Series.
I'm a failure in his eyes now.
I was going to say.
It's the first time I've really disappointed my child.
Yeah, you failed. He thought you was the plug.
Yeah, he thought I was like
the plug.
guy.
You've been there forever, and this how they treat you. I'm pinning cases on all you shoe program.
Well, he's going to have to, that therapy session when Dad couldn't get me to see Game 3 of the Knicks.
But you know what? He has me twisted around his finger, so I took him to Dick's Sporting Goods and got him Knicks sweatshirt, a Brunson jersey.
Yeah, outfitted him.
Which is more than he would have gotten if he went to the game.
So you can go to Central Park and watch the game next time?
And get beaten up.
Russo complaining that he couldn't go.
Well, I think
nobody sat courtside more for playoff games and NBA Finals games than him.
But
and Mike.
this was like no ticket ever, I think.
I know that
because they ain't been since I guess '94.
Yeah,
right. I wonder if Mike got in.
I don't know
because Mike's pretty close with Dolan, right?
I think so, or at least people around Dolan.
I can't do.
I know that for sure. I didn't listen. They didn't show him on Celebrity Row.
Well, maybe Game 6.
Me?
I didn't want to go.
Well, I'm working Game 6. The only one I could go to is tomorrow, and I don't think that's happening.
Didn't want to go. President called me, asked me to go. I couldn't do it.
I told him I don't like hoagies.
Now, when you were working with him, it would have been up to you to get the ticket, right?
Wow.
No, not necessarily. Like, I never really had to go and get the tickets. Like, they would. Their name would carry enough of the weight.
Okay.
You had to go get the.
Back in the day here,
right?
Their name would carry the McAfee weight.
Right.
That does now.
You had to go get the hot dogs?
In New York. Go get I will not forget the 2000 conference finals. It was ice cream in San Antonio. The 2000 conference finals, the Pacers PR stuck him upstairs.
Ooh.
Oh, that did not go well. That did not go well.
But did you get yelled at for it?
No, I didn't. I was smart enough. I learned from Bob Gelb. Show's over on those remotes. You have spent enough time with them. Get the hell out of there. Don't stay for the game. And
Really? You didn't stay for the game?
I was at a bar so fast it wasn't even
Don't
funny
you
with my
love the
head.
sport, though? Don't
I
you
do.
love
I watch the game. I watch the game there. I don't need a comment every 5 seconds.
Just as much as Tom. I can't believe Tom went to the Yankees game.
Have you ever searched the way they should have started the 30 for 30 was,
right.
What if I told you I searched the Alamo Dome for 45 minutes for soft ice cream and couldn't find it?
That would have been a great
came
start.
back with Dippin' Dots.
They didn't like that.
He's never had Dippin'
It wasn't
Dots.
they.
That
It
was
was
new.
he.
That
He
was
didn't
new.
like that, right?
That had to be new.
no.
That had to be new technology.
Yeah,
back
that was
then.
new. Dippin'
That
Dots
was
was
new.
new
Yeah,
then.
that was new technology.
Dippin' Dots has been the ice cream of the future for 40 years.
Just like the metric system. Remember when we were going to school?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to learn this.
You better learn it.
Yeah.
You better learn it.
Yo, ask your kid to write in cursive. He'll look at you like you writing hieroglyphics or something from Transformers.
Do you know my son asked me, Dad, he wants to be a Major League Baseball. He said, how am I going to sign an autograph? I said, you better start learning.
Caster's next, ESPN New York.
Smack the hell out of each other with crepes.
Because everything was shut down because of the president.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Today with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
And San Antonio is alive and well in the NBA Finals.
A sloppy Game 3 snapped the Knicks win streak, and the NBA Finals is now 2-1.
The Spurs